Alright, let's see if the goddamn Spotify thing actually works this time. Hail.
A butterfly sail on the breeze, past a field of barbed wire trees, where golden dragons chased around, pampered puppies on the ground. Two silver traps sat way on high and watched a royal samurai.
Where the fuck do you live that it's 2 a.m.? Oh, did I not do the Discord thing? Sorry. Well, at this point you should know that I'm live. Fuck you.
A minstrel bought a crooked spoon. He gave it to a blue baboon.
At this point it's too late to do the Discord announcement.
Filled it full of virgin snow.
What am I gonna do, announce it late? People are gonna miss the song! They're gonna miss the song!
Stood in his ballet shoes, teaching 16 kangaroos how to skip across a lane. They found it hard to stay awake. The Pharaoh played a merry tune and watched 9 cats dance on the moon. I didn't know what all this
It's
meant.
not lazy DeadwingDork, it's forgetful DeadwingDork.
I didn't know what I was sent.
There you go, now I'm not muted. Hello. My door will be squeaking, and my window will be open, so there might be some guy going by with like a thumping bass or like a jackhammer. There might be a garbage truck, but it's like a hot June day, and you know, fuck closing the window, frankly. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna be doing. You might have just seen I uploaded a cut down clip of the TikTok, one of the recent TikTok streams that I did. I might do another one, but I don't know. I've got other things that I'm planning on doing. I'm gonna try to do a clip of the Karen stream because it didn't get age restricted. Actually, I think it did. Actually, I believe it actually did get age restricted on the live stream. So like, I don't know if I can edit around some of the stuff that gets age restricted. I don't know, but like, I'm gonna try that. Let's see here. Let's see. It's not a hit list. Shut up. Shut up. It's just a list of folks. Welcome to the stream. It's a list of folks. FOLX. Let's see. Do one on Andy Worski. I mean, I don't think so. Then why are some of them dead? Oh well, I think it's just. I mean, I think it's just this guy, Fat Man, who's dead. But yeah, we've updated it. I forgot to mark off Moses Garza. Oh. We've updated it a little with some of the people that we looked at, including Casey Decker here. Jennifer, however, was one that eluded us. My voice sounds different. That might be because I'm like in a haze of lavender currently. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, Jennifer eluded us. And now Jennifer, I think we have found some info on that person. There's a few people. I did some research on certain people before we did the stream. And like a couple days ago, I was like looking up some of these people, and PC ass Asians is like Bigfoot. Yeah, we really don't know if this appears. What we've learned is that this appears to be an image that dates back to. If you've been following the list, like if you've been following these streams, oh, you really want to see Neggy Springfield? Well, Neggy Springfield just rejoined the Patreon again. He's not on the Discord again, but he's on the Patreon. Yeah. If you haven't been following. This is a list of people that I found with no context in a 4chan fucking classic screen caps folder, and I didn't know what because a lot of these are questionable people down here, like people nobody's heard of, but a lot of them up top. What piqued my interest was Chris Chan, ADF, A-Log. Like Nick Bate, Justin RPG, a lot of people that we've already covered. Like looking at this, I was like, this is a list of people, many of whom I've like already covered. Yeah, then there's people that I haven't covered, like Pixie Terry, who was promising. And I don't know if I want to cover Pixie Terry. Frankly, I think Cecil covered Pixie Terry, and like I don't know if there's much for me to even really react to from her, but there's some people that we looked up a little bit here, and so the first one I want to start with is actually Jennifer here. We've got a person here with very large breasticles, and I looked at some of their channel. There appears to be like animations and stuff. It's a YouTube channel. Stop saying people who've been it's not a hit list. It's not. It's not. I don't think any more than like one of these people is dead. But yeah, we did do a little bit more research, and will today be the day that we talk about Neggy Springfield? I don't know. I just don't know. Dreadful is another one that I'm curious about. Before we get into the content, this is one where if anybody knows who this is, I think someone said that they knew who this was one time in chat. If that person is here, this is what these streams are gonna live and die by at some point. Is like if you know who this person is, and you're in chat, like fucking mention it. I was actually explaining what we know about this image though. I can't imagine why. Hang on, just a sec. Yeah, I don't know why I'd be forgetful right now. Yeah, so I found this in an archive of like old 4chan screen caps and stuff, epic wins and whatnot from like 12 years ago on 4chan, and I didn't know what the context was, but I looked at this. I saw there was a bunch of people on it that I'd already talked about, and people that I had yet to talk about, but I was interested in. You got Movie Bob and all these people. And we've done some streams. We've looked at a number of the people here. All the people in red we have marked off are people that we've talked about before. Green are people that aren't really like lolcows anymore, particularly. And purple is the one guy who is dead. $2 from Autistic Wolf. Laundry Day stream. Can't wait to see your hit list. Oh well, it's not a. It's shut up. Shut up though. It's not. You don't say that. Because that's not funny. Because that's just not funny. Enjoy doing your laundry. Yeah, but in looking up some of these people, there's a few people on here. For instance, there's this person, Jordman over here, who was connected to other people on the list. And so in looking up people on the list, I found that it appears to have originated from, like, what is it called? 789chan, I think it's called. Which is not a site I ever used particularly. You know, I was a V user or whatever. Yeah, Frankie McDonald's fine. He's not really like a, you know, he's fine. He's just having fun. He's not like a weirdo. Well, he's like a little bit weird, but he's fine. We don't know who Dreadful is. That's the point. If anybody knows who this image is referring to, if you have seen this lost child, kind of looks like a lady. Looks a little bit like Lindsay Ellis with like a digital camera. There's like a little bit of like a blur here. That's weird. No, I'm not, it's not a. Shut up. Okay, mods. God damn it. No, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, no. There are a few people on here that link together. I forget exactly which ones. I believe it was Rika here was one of them, and then Rika. Yeah, no. Rika linked to Jordman. We might talk about this later, but it was apparently there's some like war against 789chan that happened. Like from certain lolcows tried to like start a Power Rangers against 789chan or something like 10 years ago, I guess. And I don't know if this is a list of all of the people who were involved. Probably not, because like Cole Smithy wouldn't have been involved in that. But yeah, I guess this is a list that has origins. It's not a fucking. Shut up, Raptor Jesus. It's not. The origins of this list appear to originate. It appears to originate in some way with 789chan, whatever that is. The blurred out people are people that I can't show because of sexual purposes. Yeah, there's this lady sucking cock. We looked at this lady. She was like, she murdered somebody. I tried to look at her. Well, don't say it's not a hit list either, because that makes it sound. God, it's just a list of people. God damn it, people we've talked about. But yeah, no, this is a person. Apparently, she murdered someone. But we tried to look at Kiwi Farms, and it was like down. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Making a murder style video of Dork talking about the list. Yeah. Yeah, I think I looked into Mew a little bit too, and that was also one that might have been related to the war against 789chan or something. But we're gonna get started with Jennifer here. I don't know if more is known of her than, or him, you know, whatever. You know, Jennifer, female name. I believe, you know, large people on this list who made this list probably would have been like, bro, it's a dude. But I mean, I don't know. I think that's fine. But yeah, Jennifer. I don't know if there's more of her on this, or than what exists on this. I lost the fucking. Hang on. Oh, somebody may be in the content announcement. Bane is available to do a stream maybe later, so we might do some. We might convert later after the list. If Bane, I don't know if Bane's listening. Like after the list, if we might convert it into like commercial stream or something. I don't know, something else that's fun. But yeah, somebody did make a ping, even though it was late, and the late, you know, if you just didn't know, then it's like go fuck yourself, really. But yeah, we found, and it was Jennifer. No, god damn it, Jennifer. There you go. Yeah, somebody else had info about Jennifer like a month ago, but or like a week ago or something, but we didn't. I don't see any more about that, but this is the channel. Copy link there, and paste it and go. Paste it and go. It reminds me of the one transgender teacher who had obscenely large prosthetic breasts and was featured in news about it. Yes. Well, I believe this person is also Canadian, as was that individual. This is Jennifer. Jennifer J. Yukon Raven and the trans something. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Welcome to the New Wolf Creek in Yukon, Canada, the home of Miss J and the AM. Here is theirs video, and this video is not kids, sorry. We got some links to some other stuff here. I don't know, are these linking to comic series, and multiple links to like a comic series website. If we go to videos here, you'll see the popular, the main video we might have seen is indeed this one. All over the world, a Miss J test dance demo 1. We can't do whatever copyrighted music it was, but we can do. Hang on. Yeah, it's a list of interesting people to talk about. Happy Pride Month, everybody. We can. Let me see here. What's good dance? You know, well, I mean, I do this every time. It's like it's not even funny anymore. It's not even, you know, but. Dance for us. Wow. Oh my god. Is that like, I mean, what do you have, like a folded up body pillow? What the fuck? Very
Let's look at the funk.
funky. Hit that. Yeah, it's a bit lopsided. It's a little bit lopsided, you know. Yeah, I don't know. They might be fake a little bit. Okay, I think one of them's fallen out. You might want to take care of that. You may wish to address that. Have I ruined the song for you? Are you mad about the song? Sorry. That's realistic. One breast is usually bigger than the other. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not the tumor. Oh, she's shaking it. Couch cushion? Maybe. Yeah, it appears some kind of very large epic bruh fail. That's right. I don't know what's on her face. This is most disturbing. It's some kind of like mask, like a Batman mask or something. You know, like, but it's like a big one. It's sexy.
Let's look at the funk.
She looks a little like Kay. That's right. Okay, so I mean, she's just dancing, and if we, what's the actual music here? What is this song? Oh, this sounds like a good song, actually. Oh. That's good. Well, that's Jen for AJ dancing, a Miss J test video. This is some really abstract yet potent stuff you got here. Wow, I can't believe you can still fit in that top. Hi, Wendy. Beautiful as always. Mind telling me the name of the song used in this wonderful video? It's All Over the World by ELO. Well, you know, ELO is a good band from what I know of them. Potent. Yeah, stunning and brave. That's true. DMC2. A pomo of All Over the World from Xanadu. A pomo, everybody. There was just some pomo right in her face. And yeah, you know, that's if you go popular here. Airbags Generation. Can I even show this? I guess we're gonna find out. It's on YouTube.
Hi, and welcome to Jennifer's show.
Jennifer's show. The Miss Jan. What was that?
Show.
The Miss Jan, the Am tribute to Lolo Ferrari, February 9. By doing her hit called Airbag Generation's my favorite Radiohead song. Big fan, big fan.
Airbag Generation.
So I don't know if this is a song I can actually play that this person made, maybe? Oh my god. This is quite something. Okay. Please. Now, there's no need for this kind of... she's going. She's can somebody do a clip, like a Linkara running style gif of that? That would be great. Oh, it's not her speed. She must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp. Huh, huh. Oh, I like the George Costanza face, the like I shiggy diggy face right there. That's good. That's really adding to it. I mean, her character designs are like consistent with like what she was dressed as. So like, hey, you know, there you go. I guess she's living her best life, really. Airbags Queens, right? And this is if you guys, she still posts. Two weeks ago she posted, "Give yourself to music." Is this original? No, she definitely didn't make that. April. Is this just like kaleidoscope set to music? I mean, that's a pretty good. I mean, that's what I would do on YouTube if I wasn't a commentary man. I would just like, here's some songs. Here you go, enjoy them. And that appears to be most of what she does now. Oh, this is her. This is her in real life. From 2 months ago, March 22nd.
Hello, everybody. I haven't been on for a while, and there's a reason why.
So somebody called this person Wendy in the video comments before, but the name is Jennifer. So I'm not sure if this is a Wendy or a Jennifer. But, you know, I guess it's fine. Names are fluid.
There's not really much to talk about. Mom, today you did a no-no.
It does look
I
like
do
Kay.
not own a car.
And Robin Williams.
So how the heck I'm going to drive you guys up here?
Huh.
When I say really, you could get a job out here because they're sort of looking for people in his talent of fixing wires and
Right. Well, I mean, this isn't interesting, but I mean,
killed down there at your age.
right. Absolutely. Well, this one, a lot of these look like buttholes. Okay. January 22nd, you know, and yeah, there's posts. See, I can drink 1 liter of milk. I guess there's that to look forward to. Kind of looks like, what's his name from Wayne's World? Is it Garth? I think. It looks a little like that. Yeah, there's a lot of. It's one of those channels where it's like all the video titles are kind of nonsense, and it's hard to figure out which one to click on. But these are like the new uploads, not the fucking giant titty old classic Jennifer from back in the day. Part 2 of Tonight Dinner. I guess we got to do a cooking video. What do you got for us?
I know some
This person's apparently Canadian, by the way, so this is my fault.
People eat dozen frozen pizza all the time, but
The
you could
patriarchy
use
stole our
frozen
teeth, maybe.
stuff like this, with this and that to make a good quality food. Okay. Now I have to put my hand down. I will.
So like, I mean, like, not, you know, it's one of the disorganized cooking videos where, you know, it's kind of more about them recording it, which is fine, rather than like us seeing what's happening. But I guess it's just kind of egg rolls.
Yes.
It's like egg rolls and rice.
Put your rice here.
You're putting the rice is in
Yeah,
the...
folks.
Oh.
Nice. That's going to. There's no moisture.
There's no moisture. Can you turn off the... Is somebody vacuuming? I feel like they live alone, so I don't know who's vacuuming in the background.
For the background noise because it actually it blinded us away from the
Person does sound kind of British insofar as you can't understand what they're saying.
But it's like what? What?
But it is apparently this person's Canadian.
What? Yeah?
Yeah?
Even it out?
So this is rice with like, what was this again? Hang on. What the fuck is this recipe now? You've got like, wasn't that egg rolls or something? Did we see? Yeah.
Fish.
Yeah, egg rolls. So it's like... So it's like rice, and then...
Next.
And
Then. Fish.
So yeah, egg rolls and rice with like soup on top. Oh god. You know, I saw at first there was egg rolls in a box, and I was like, yeah, maybe Quebec. I was like, oh, egg rolls in a fucking box. This can't be bad. I mean, how are you gonna screw up that? It's very simple. It's very simple. But yes, it's a rice egg roll canned soup casserole. Yes. Oh, this is part 2, I guess. Yeah, we should be aware that this is part 2. Maybe there's more that we're missing. I don't know. This is very... It might be Kay. Yeah, this might be Kay's sister. Or whatever.
Put some butter in. And a fada.
What?
Fast I do that. Market pieces that you always buy.
Right. You know, this person seems to be... you know, just kind of an artistic individual doing their own thing. Not really, you know, up to any nonsense. There's no more today's dinner. What's going on here?
Hi everyone, here's...
Okay. Come now. What the fuck is this exactly? We got like, is this like schnitzel? And then there's like some scum on top of the schnitzel. It's not a bully stream, no. Well, it's like old Tonetta, yeah. Scum on top of the schnitzel. With like some onions. And I guess there might be like mushroom, maybe some spinach. Is the scum, I think, maybe? I don't know. But it's just all... I mean, it's just, there's really just no... You know, there's no attention to like... You know, making it look nice at all. That's, This is today's dinner. We didn't see what led up to this. Is this just so that the egg roll casserole was just part of today's dinner, I guess?
I got a wonderful recipe for you. If you ever... I got this from Food Bank. This is bison burger.
Oh.
So I'm cooking 2 nice bison.
Oh god, what the fuck is that actually? That's not spinach or anything, I don't think. Maybe? What the green sludgy shit that's all over the bison burger? It also looks like there's way too much. Yeah, lots of pepper. And onion. But yeah. Very sludgy.
Burger. Topped with kale. And some onions. I'm going to cook that. And later, I'm going to toast this. And this is garlic bread, Texas style.
Nice.
Oh,
so wait, you're like, what are you doing? You're toasting your burgers to be cooked with onions?
Oh, yes.
What?
Garlic bread animal.
So this isn't even, the other one wasn't even part 2. It was just a different dinner. This was one day's dinner, and this was, that was today's dinner. This was tonight dinner. So there's a difference there. Right here, right now. Yeah, a lot of videos with just talking and stuff, and that's fine. Is there more cooking? That would be great. Happy Meat Pride Day. Yeah, love sucking on that meat. Jennifer on the cartoon, radio cartoon. 1445. So like, yeah, this is just a person who's kind of doing their thing. I feel like, yeah, a lot of the people on the quote unquote cringe list, which is not a hit list, it's just a list of people that we want to look at maybe. A lot of these people are just, you know, this is some weird avant-garde art fetishy kind of stuff, and I mean, this is one of those people who, I mean, I don't know, I've been toying with the idea of making a video called like straight man yells at the LGBT community, because, you know, I was gonna edit in the TikTok stuff, but maybe now it'll be separate. I don't know, just like I don't know, is this accepted in like, as, I don't know, this feels very much like this is a fetishization of women with very large tits, and not so much like I was born in the wrong body and I need to transition to female, you know. So there's there's some of that there, but I mean, it's also this person is seems to have some issues probably with you know, whatnot, and the such like and the other things. And but you know, weird art, you know, outsider art, love of music, you know, and doesn't seem to be doing anybody any real harm. More dancing in this one. I mean, we could look at more of these. A dancing fool, that is me. Jennifer A.J. from 1984 to 2016, literally 2016. Oh, good God. You're like in a hotel room, too. How about that? If we need... well, you know, out of focus like this, it just looks like a... Not a bully stream, never mind. Yeah, good channel. Good channel, eat a dick. No, it's fine, it's fine. This person's doing their thing. They're fine. We can scratch them off of the list, I suppose. But, you know, she did forever ago. That's a bop. So the Jilly Juice Journey, $2 from Autistic Wolf. Good YouTube suggestion. Yeah, the Jilly Juice Journey. I mean, we could look at some more Jilly Juice. Not right now. Let me take a look at that. Juice. I almost spelled it weird. Journey. There you go. That's how you spell it. The Jilly Juice Journey. Oh, wait. Are you not aware that we haven't... like, I thought this was a new Jilly Juice. This is just Jilly Juice's new channel, I guess. Okay. We haven't looked at her in a while. I'll pin her new channel on my thing so that we look at her on the next, our old friends stream or whatever. But yeah, we have definitely done Jillian before, and her... No, this isn't even her new channel. This is just... You just changed up the way her channel's branded. Yeah, there's videos on here from 4 years ago that I've already looked at, so... I mean, that's fine. We love to see Jillian thriving. So, and her channel description, there's a Pride Month logo, and like there's a weird, it's like one of the weird like super omega pride flags, and then but then also it says another arm of the Hydra. I don't know what that means, but you know, I guess she is it. She's like a Dark Souls boss. That sounds like a thing, actually, a Zelda in Ocarina of Time. You'd have the boss name and then, like, its, like, title above it, like, Bioelectric Anemone, whatever. It was a Baronade. Well, she's, like, another arm of the Hydra, Jilly Juice. That's pretty good. And then she attacks you with pride hearts. Sexy vegan. Welcome to the stream. You finally caught before the end of it. Jillian Jamba Orion Juicy. Is she an assassin? She's part responsible for knocking people off the list, I guess. $2 from some dip. Deadwing summon meteor. Okay, thanks. Well, I can't do that. You're gonna have to talk to the Talmudic Shinto guy, which is the way I've chosen. I've come to chose to refer to him as the Talmudic Shinto guy, because. You know, I mean, there's his fucking, there's no nickname for him that really ever stuck while we were talking about him. So, like, I don't know his name, and I don't know his, like, channel name is all fucking Japanese. So we're just calling him the Talmudic Shinto guy, and I think that works. I think that's fine. But yeah, he is in tune with the girlfriend materia, and and, you know, he's out there looking for Aerith and Tifa. Tifa is his goddess, after all. He worships goddess. So he could probably help with summoning meteor, but not me. Oh, just a sec. Ugh. Allergy day. It is one of those allergy days, but we're powering through it. So yeah, the next person on the list, we look at Jennifer here. Do we want to do Nagy Springfield? I mean, I could cross off, like, a couple of names right in the middle here. I mean, Nagy Springfield is on the Patreon again, so he might be on the Discord again, which means he might... Well, no, he's not. He hasn't joined the Discord, but he might be watching the stream, which means, you know... Oh, and by the way, there's a new crazy asshole. There was a server guy. There was a guy on the server who was crazy, and apparently he was just pretending to be crazy, and like he wanted to be a self-aware lolcow. He said while he was still speaking in italics as his second personality. His like confession was like still very epic cringe. But yeah, we might look at him at some point. Jennifer here, we have just looked at, and I don't think that she's too bad. Negi Springfield, I'm gonna save him for, you know, maybe later today, maybe for a rainy day. I want to finally look at Paul David Smith now. We've been curious about this motherfucker. We've been very curious. Paul David Smith. His name is kind of generic. He looks very, you know, interesting. And the funny thing about him, right, is that when we talk about him, it's not even going to be really talking about Paul David Smith. I mean, a little bit is going to be about him. But the page that I was linked, of course, it's an Encyclopedia Dramatica page, because that's what, like, most of this is going to fucking be. Okay, good. The door is firmly squeaking. That's good. It cannot close properly, so that's great. Friends of A-Log. And this is okay, we really are just squeaking. Alright, hang on, I gotta close the window. We're closing the window. If the window closes, then the door doesn't squeak. It's like a windy day. I guess I just gotta suffer, because the squeaking's driving me insane. It's gonna drive the chat insane. Ugh. So, can I show this? I can show all of this. So this is an ED page. Friends of A-Log. Like most sufferers of the dreaded Spurgers, Anthony Logato has found solace among a nakama not unlike those found in those Japanimation shows he's so fond of. Those individual troll softball targets and long since dried up and high-profile lolcows, many parroting A-Log's classic segment of video, followed with reaction clip from anime series and a short diatribe on how they need to be totally ashamed of themselves style of editing. Hang on, let me get the chat up here. Spurgers. Get a doorstop? Well, I have a doorstop. I have a big fucking, like, thing of, it's like a Tupperware dish of change. And I have it next to my door. But, like, I can't, you know, get it in front of the door while I'm behind the door, you know? So, like, yeah, it's not gonna work perfectly well. But yeah, if you're familiar with Anthony Legato, if you remember A-Log, if you know Chris Chan, Deadwing Doorstop. Yeah, we're doing some ED. The list streams usually wind up, because a lot of these people were chronicled on ED, and because Kiwi Farms is, like, fucking deep web only now or some shit. Anthony Legato is somebody who was famous for being like, you know, his name became synonymous with people who would like troll Chris Chan for the purposes of let me see here. Yeah, apparently, so apparently the ketchup furry fetishist. It's a ketchup furry fetishist, yes, who joined the server, and they're infamous, apparently I talked about them at some point, but I don't remember that. Yeah, no, so A-Log is somebody who is famous for trolling Chris Chan, kind of, or kind of like criticizing Chris Chan. What is his famous quote is like, it's something like the crimes of Hitler pale in comparison to what Chris Chan has done, or something like that. It was like unironically saying something like that, and yeah, he hates Chris because he hates Chris because he ain't Chris, and he's similar enough to Chris that he, you know, he wants attention. He's almost weird enough to be like Chris, but he's too boring. And so I guess these are people who are like friends of A-Log. And one of them is our boy Paul David whatever. But, you know, as you go through this, I don't know how much of this I could show. There might be dicks. Space Screamin' John. Let's see here. How does that get you hard? Space Screamin' John Quinteros Jr. is a smug, greasy, frog-faced little friend who served as A-Log's right-hand man and frequent guest contributor to his commentaries before he eventually betrayed A-Log in the spring of 2012. Like Anthony, John spent a great deal of time producing YouTube commentaries, dissecting Chris Chan videos, and how how a guy is, basically, which is more or less what I'm doing here, but at least I'm trying to, like, analyze what they're doing and how they're doing it. Yeah, most of A-Log's, he's not Asperger's syndrome sufferer, which I guess we're not allowed to say anymore. I remember somebody came onto the server at one point and, like, tried to educate us all that that's, like, a word that Nazis use or something. I don't know. Whatever. Autism, for that matter, you could argue gives him no excuse for such a shocking lack of self-awareness. John is also a coward who frequently disables comments on his videos, and when he doesn't, is quick to block any who might voice dissenting opinions. And his boring, unfunny video. I mean, you know, I block people who have nothing but stupid shit to say. I mean, if you've got, it's very, and like it sounds so arrogant to be like, I don't know. I don't know. It just sounds like, it just seems like a lot of what I get is just like, bro, you're gay. And like, okay, well, no, bye. Like, as well as providing epic ponage on classic lowcasts, such as Sailor Moon Red 1. Oh, we looked at him. That's Jordan says. So I'm not gonna read this whole thing. Alright. Let me bring up the chat here. I'm not gonna read this whole thing because a lot of this is like Chris Chan lore and like old-timey internet shit, which really isn't all that interesting. Apparently he wound up trolling A-Log himself, that guy. Then there's this guy here who, can I show this? I can. His thumb kind of looks like a penis. This is Wacky Ben 86. Look at him, he's wacky. Hard to go wrong with a classic Fat Boys fedora. Wacky Ben Polium is a failed college radio host whose lack of success in the sound raves translated to him joining A-Log's Ponage Fun Bunch, resulting in dozens of videos and blogs railing cutting-edge topics like fucking shocker, Chris Chan. Permanent dopey lugubriosity. Oh, how about that? Oh, bringing out the $5, the $6 words right there. But at least I'm not Chris Chan, he says with his Luigi hat and his Mario. His thumb is like right where Mario's cock would be. It's great. Video unavailable rather. So there was he had some kind of YouTube stuff, I guess, but I guess most of that's gone. Probably a good idea to take down your Pokemon posters in general and not take photos like this. Yeah, and like a lot of these people are not really all that interesting, but I guess they were all friends with each other. Oh god, is that going to be him jerking off? Hang on. No, that's just him. That's just what he looks like normally, I guess. I love Mario's cock. This is a guy, New Gristle 87. Another guy who just makes, you know, oh yeah, no, that's why I can't show it. There is a fat man with a little penis and a lot of chest hair. Kind of looks like Paul Blart, right? Right. Isla Verde is another guy here. Yeah, there are a lot of people on this list who are kind of strange individuals. I probably in their own right. A lot of them are just Chris Chan trolls, A-Log orbiters. There is this girl here with like plaid. There's a girl. There is a real life human girl, who I guess, what happened to this girl? Nowadays, in the eyes of many trolls, Miss Umlaut is actually considered a pretty cool girl. Some argue, however, that her actions were nothing more than troll shielding of the highest order. Oh boy. Well, that was in like 2012, I think. I don't know how long ago this was, but yeah, there's like a girl involved in this. They had a femoid in their midst. And then we have this guy here who this guy has a leather jacket, but apparently he's a pony raping horse fucker, so love and tolerate that, kids. Hey dudes, hardcore kid here. Hardcore enough to review kids stuff. Oh god, that was his thing? Okay. He's too hardcore to be Chris Chan. Apparently. Who's this? Now, who's this guy? He wasn't previously from the old Nakama. Well, sometime around 2012, A-Logs, yeah. And I mean, it goes on. I guess this is a dude who reviews videos. Is this, Brandon Nichols? Wait, is this... Okay, no. I thought this was, like, Brandon Tenold or whatever, who's, like, a YouTube, reviewer. I guess this is a new YouTube review person that we could maybe look up. Smegged up YouTube failures is this, and it's the Angry Video Game Orange or whatever the fuck. What is this channel though? Headbanger142. I guess this is the guy. This is the hardcore kid, and yeah, he posted as of 6 months ago, and then 2 months ago, and then 6 months ago, he was talking about some like dinosaur movies, and then there was like BattleBot stuff. Q&A with hardcore dude. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of still active. We can maybe take a look at this at some point. This is a good thing for the list. You know, my list, not the list of the whatever. Yeah, this is the hardcore kid, and he I guess he likes ponies, and he dislikes Chris Chan, and he makes fun of Chris Chan, and he's one of like A-Log's friends. And so as we go down this, I think there's just one guy left. And this is not even... The funny thing is, the guy who made this list, the guy who made the list that we're looking at is not even a real member of this page, apparently. He's, well, I have a list. Yeah, I do have a list. It's my things on the internet folder. That's my list. But yeah, the guy who wound up on the list that we're looking at doesn't even have a real space on this page. He's an honorable mention. Pagan Death Knight, the wannabe friend of A-Log. On November 13th, 2011, a moth flickered too close to the flame of the ever-spreading A-Log and Pals Inferno of failure. Pagan Death Knight, a.k.a. Paulus, a.k.a. Paul David Smith, 18, of Roanoke, Virginia, is not a true friend of A-Log, but an aspiring friend of A-Log, making him possibly even sadder than the rest of that fat friend's Nakama. Pagan Death Knight learned about Chris Chan on TV Tropes and suggested a collaboration to A-Log. He then descended into the Quickie forums, where it became clear that even among a group of furries, bronies, and weeaboos who document the harassment of a friend, he was something special. I mean, I still say retard. I don't know why I even hesitate with that one. He inaugurated what would be a brief yet momentous career at the forums by posting a thread requesting info about Megan Schroeder's whereabouts and her Nazi fetish. He then started another in which he offered his services as a quick surveillance field agent, and yet a third where he suggested an elaborate Helsing/quick crossover involving a sexy Nazi Megan Schroeder. What the fuck? Quick swept into action, doxing the self-appointed follower of Pluto. When Pagan Douche Knight found out about this, he shit himself, much like his would-be target. Now, this is where it gets interesting. He then demanded to know who had doxed him, but all he managed to do was get fellow forum member Taco Wiz to confess to being a baby fur. Taco Wiz, right? Now, Taco Wiz. Hang on. Hold on. Hold the fort. Taco Wiz here, right? Is another guy on the list. And we looked him up, and I have him crossed off because we looked into him and there wasn't much to say about Taco Wiz. There just wasn't much to say at all about Taco Wiz. We couldn't find anything about Taco Wiz. But apparently he's a baby fur who knows these people, who knows Paul David whatever. So how about that? That's crazy. There's all these connections. We need to start drawing lines across the fucking whatever on the list. We need to start doing connections. Like it's an actual like crazy person corkboard wall kind of deal. Yeah, so Taco Wiz is apparently a baby fur. We don't know much about Taco Wiz. Apparently he was on the Quick forums. The moderator, shocked and appalled at the Pride Month, took PDK out behind the woodshed and put him down. He got banned. And then declared that anyone else who became the subject of Quick's attentions would be banned. When the smoke had cleared, it was evident that PDK was a font of lulz, combining a fanatical belief in the gods dreamt up by some ass-pounding friends in the classical era with a virulent hatred verging on the genocidal of Christians and the Irish. Unfortunately for him, his Facebook rantings about the decline of music, the evils of the church, and the Irish Untermenschen are often frequently trolled by his family. I substituted the word frequently with like a synonym for frequently. It didn't even look like the word frequently. What's up with me? That's great. On his family, especially his mother. Tell me about your mother. Indeed, Paul's family seems to be his biggest trolls, as his ancestors made him part Irish. Unfortunate. It's a shame. It's a real shame to hear. One can only hope that if he ever does launch a final solution to his Celtic problem, he'd start with himself. Pagan Death Knight became involved in a minor saga of his own when some trolls decided to kindly send him on a journey of self-reflection. After watching A-Log's anti-Christian nostalgia, Okay, I got Nazi and propaganda and turned that into nostalgia. That's good. Good for me. Irish Untermensch. I guess he hates the Untermensch. He hates the Irish. He hates it, I guess, himself. It's just self-hatred, really. Yeah. So, right. An alliteratively named Guido enemy determined to make Paulus shit himself. Michael Mucci Mana. Name later changed to protect the guilty. What the fuck is this? Wait. What is this? This video is not available, of course. Okay, Pagan Death Knight was then tipped off by his fellow lolcow-sympathizing lead hacker buddies that this testosterone-laced, spray-tanned meathead was the one who had dropped his tasty docks into a fish tank of piranhas. Only the inevitable could result in Pagan Death Knight got his very own personal calling-out saga, rife with plenty of, docks and, yeah, so... I don't know why this guy wound up on the thing. He's like the least interesting person on this list. Like this guy over here has a picture with Linkara. And yeah, Pagan Death. I don't know. He made it to the cringe list, you know. But there's not much going on with him. I guess he's got some Facebook stuff here. Most of his stuff is deleted. His fanfiction.net account, Dr. Saturn. He hasn't posted since 2014. Wait, no, these are favorite stories. He hasn't posted ever. Right, okay. Well, not much there then. Yeah, it's crazy. Some of the people we look into, I mean, I'm willing to believe there's a lot of info that's been deleted off the fucking internet or whatever, but like, I don't know, some of the people we look into, it's like, I can't imagine that they were ever all that interesting enough to warrant being on this list even. Somebody suggested at one point that these might be like, a lot of these might be like personal lolcows. Whoever did this list, somebody says, was either heavily biased or a lot of it is just like lost media. Yeah, random comments and like, you know, fucking sagas of 7, 8, 9 chan. We may not be able to list off everybody on the thing. We might not be able to check everyone off. We might have to put special marks over people who we can't find anything about. But yeah, like, you know, this guy we did find, this fella, this Paul David whatever, what's his name? So fucking boring, I don't even remember. He wears a stupid fedora, but he's like, I mean, I guess he just like he got angry with people on fucking Facebook or something. He's got there are Facebook screen caps here. So I mean, there's something funny here. I just don't know. I mean, this guy seems real boring. I don't know why he's on this list. I mean, other than his funny appearance. Paul David Smith. Obama is a weakling, but Michelle Bachmann is a dumb bitch. Well, I mean, you know, that's just fair. Wait, what happened to the stream where you found the Smurf in hand person's DeviantArt? That person apparently likes to get, like, litigious or whatever, so I might edit that into something else, but yeah, that stream is private for now. I would like to, do, like, another coverage of her, like, an actual edited video. I don't know, she apparently likes to fucking sue people for talking about her on websites or whatever, but I don't know, she didn't get mad at the other thing. But then that was before we fucking identified who this person apparently actually is, so, I mean... Yeah. No, you might see more from that at some point. But yeah, no, Obama's a weakling. Haley Punk says, words cannot express how much I hate Bachmann and her ridiculous homophobia. Well, what do you expect from a Christ-worshipping inbred like her? My God controls the legions of the underworld. Her God's son was nailed to a cross. She truly is weak-minded. Yes, my boy, keep demonstrating tolerance like I taught you. Sheesh. That's his mother, I'm pretty sure. World of darkness equals pure awesomeness, says Paul. His mom says, are you getting bored at Granny's house, posting a whole lot? Paul again, you have been weighed, you have been measured, and you have been found wanting. And then his mom, and your paper is still due Friday. Leave me alone! I am so bored. Study, housework, and more than a full-time job fill my time. You should so try those things. Jesus Christ, she's dunking on him. Paul David Smith. The Punisher would kick Batman's ass any day of the week. Watch your language. I know where your fortress of solitude is located. Was she talking about, like, kicking him in the nuts, or just... I don't know why I interpret it that way, honestly. Actually, it's probably just like she knows where he lives. She knows he's up in his room, but I'm like, no, she's gonna kick him in the nuts. Fortress of Sol. I'm thinking Family Jewels, you know? Like, I don't know. That seemed like the joke, but no. That's his mom, apparently, just fucking relentlessly dunking on him on Facebook. Here's one of his posts on, I guess this is on the Quickie forum. Yeah, there was something interesting about this guy, though, which was that he wanted to, like, do some kind of Nazi roleplay with fucking Megan Schroeder, which I think this is about. Okay, so I have some questions about Megan Schroeder. First off, from what I've gathered, she lived around Charlottesville or Staunton. I live in Virginia, although it's in Roanoke, about 30 minutes to an hour from Staunton, and a fair distance from Charlottesville or Ruckersville, and moved after the saga with Christian. She has recovered enough that she has seen the internet phenomenon and finds it to be somewhat amusing, if Lucas and Mims are to be trusted. Does anybody know if she's still in Virginia? Probably not. If so, probably a more far-off area of the state. Or any idea where she would move to? Just curious. Second off, number 2. I know she used Chris to buy things from eBay and later repaid him for his expenses. I keep hearing 2 things. The first is that she bought anime items, most likely, as she was an anime fan. But I also keep hearing about Nazi relics and Nazi-themed items. Did Megan really use Chris to buy Nazi and neo-Nazi memorabilia? Where did these claims come from, and could a source be cited? I highly doubt a young NEET, an anime fangirl, would be interested in the Nazis. So, I mean, it said that he wanted to do some kind of, like, sex thing with her, and like, a Nazi fucking sex porn. I don't know. But, I mean, it is strange why he's, like, even bringing up Nazi stuff. Let's see. Is this, like, YouTube comments? Come on, load it. There you go. What the fuck? Okay. So this is like a holy righteous mission for him, apparently. Is what I'm learning here. I don't care what they say about what I post online. I just want to die knowing I've done something good. Destroying a demented friend like Chris Chan would be... See, when it's in a context like that, I don't want to... That just seems too mean. If it's just, like, objectively just the word, I'm gonna say it. But if it's like, that's just rude. You know, I don't need to say that. Would be an act of atonement, followed by a swift suicide. I wouldn't kill him or shed his blood, but I'd witness his downfall. The people who deserve to shed his blood or actively destroy his life are Clyde Cash, Megan Snyder, Michael Snyder, Megan Schroeder, Vivian G., and Mary Lee Walsh. Clyde Cash did it because he had good reason. I'm angry at myself, yes, and I'm angry at you for wasting your time on a trivial subject like me. I'm aware of my triviality, and I am not embarrassed by what I may have said on forums or on YouTube. I'm threatened by lifeless, you know, that one's fair game, really. That was in the middle. I'm not, you know, it's whatever. I don't need to say things that make me feel like I'm being that rude to someone, you know? Who stalk people that have nothing to do with them. This may sound hypocritical, but I'm aware of my issues, and yes, I am fucked up. And while I may have Asperger's, it does not mean I'm retarded. Autism doesn't equal retardation. Well, that's maybe true. That is true. However, it all comes down to actions, really. And I mean, you know, I don't think actions necessarily define a person. I mean, this guy might have changed since then. He might have learned a lot. But you know, I would say that if anything is going to equal, you know, retardation, then it's probably, I mean, it probably is the stuff that you post online. I don't know. But, autism doesn't equal retardation. And that's one thing we can learn from this guy, is that just because he's autistic, or Asperger's, or whatever, one of the two of them, or both, or something, I don't know. And just because he posted a bunch of stupid stuff on forums, you know, and said a bunch of things about making Megan Schroeder Nazi porn or whatever. I don't think we even saw... Well, actually, hang on. There's more stuff down here that seems to be... What the fuck is this? Yeah, he's on, like, this forum. What? Time to confess. Okay, people are, like, bullying him, right? People on the Quick forum. I wanted to see more of him, like, I wanted to see more of him trying to... Wait, what is this? This is it, I think. Fall of Quickville! I had an idea for a troll fic. A bizarre quick version of the Millennium Group from Helsing, Blitzkrieg's Quickville, and their leader, Major Schroeder of the SS Paranormal Commando Corps, formerly Sailor Megtoon, finally has her revenge and kills both Sonichu and Christian. There is much rejoicing. Yes, it's a shitty idea, but it's probably better than anything Christian can come up with. Plus, we can crack a few jokes about Megan's alleged ties to Nazi relics. Is that what this is all about? There's Major Schroeder, the leader. Unlike the canonical Major, she is not fat. Rip Van Walsh, the Huntress. Schrodinger Clyde, the Catboy Troll. Sonichu and Rosechu are like Alucard and Saras, only turned into slow-in-the-mind weaklings. Right, there's a petafork. We will be taking Chris's plagiarizing style. Okay, so this is one of those, like, we gotta epically troll him. It's like, is he so beneath you and, like, you're so, like, haha, he's so stupid, haha, what a loser, like, that you need to troll him? Like, I don't know. Obviously, that's the takeaway, is, like, why do they get these A-logs? That's the calling card of the A-log, is, like, caring too much about trolling somebody who's clearly, like, beneath, you know, mentally, you know, punching down, whatever you want to fucking call it. Whatever demeaning thing you want to call it, which basically means bullying a retard. Yeah, you know, it's just a lot of, like, why do you care? Like, why would you want to, you know, go out of your way to do this for somebody like him who's, you know, clearly not, you know, on the same level as you mentally. I mean, maybe he is a little. The guy does say he has Asperger's. So there is that fascination that I do understand of, like, this, there but for the grace of God go I. This guy is similar to me. He lives close to me in the same state. And he has, like, the similar, like, mental stuff, like, oh God. And then you get, you know, fascinated by it, right? So, like, yeah, I guess I can understand that a little bit. You know, a lot of the people, there's some people that have joined the Discord server before who are, like, you know, big time fucking weirdos. And it's like, you are just not even at all aware that you are probably someone who under any other circumstances would be someone whose behavior is questionable enough that we might talk about it on a stream or something. And that was, I guess, the ketchup guy's goal was that, but I don't even think he fully understands how weird he was being. The fucking concept of, like, doing what he was doing to be, like, epically funny, weird, or whatever was stupid enough. But yeah, no, A-log troll people. That would be Paul David whatever. I keep wanting to say, like, Paul Joseph Watson, like Paul David Watson. But let's see. Yeah, that'll be him. Paul David Smith. We looked at him. And we were concerned about him. We were wondering what his deal was for a while, because he looked interesting, and we finally got to him, and I'm happy to say that we did. We also got to Jennifer there. Now, who else did I want to look? I think I looked at a little bit of Mew. I have some other people saved here. Hang on. And don't mind, again, I have to say this, like, you know, it's important to, like, bring it up is like, when you see on the list, for instance, ass Asians, right? When you see on the list, for instance, you see Omega Alec there, and there's, like, them with their top off, and it says it's a dude, and I guess that's a guy, that's like a trans person or something. You know, the list might not be the most present day minded kind of thing, and that brings us over to Rika here, who I believe is listed on this on Encyclopedia Dramatica. Their page is, if this is the same person, yes. Well, this is the dead name, if you will. Robert Wayne Stiles is the name of the page here. or Rika Styles, or Wraith Belliskner, legal name is now something else, is a quote-unquote asexual, troll-shielding, transsexual juggalo and self-appointed High Warlord of the Wraith. And this is a very long contents list right here. And again, keep in mind, there's going to be some mean words. He got the most attention when he... Oh, yeah, well, he is, you know, we're going to be doing all that. So if you got an issue with that, you know, then just be aware. Just be aware. He got the most attention when he got butthurt at trolls for releasing his actual legal name and threatened to sue them. He went to Tard Rage into 789chan with threats of suing or hacking anyone who dared to make fun of him, much to the other users and the admin's amusement. He later went on to become a shit-flinging, bath salt-addicted prostitute who slits his wrists and claims that trolls ruined his life and his happiness. Well, that's very much, you know, possible, but I suppose, you know, I guess you kind of bring that on yourself a little bit when you start like screaming at people on a Chan board. Did we also mention that he has an Oedipus complex and his mother stroke his hard dick? Being the master of disguise that he is, and we got some more aliases here. And then look at the fucking contents list. It just keeps going and it don't stop going and it don't stop going. We got 40 fucking entries on this list. I mean, typical thread, the origins of the beast, Vand Robert, Rika Styles, Rage Against the Trolls, Return of the Lolcow, and I mean, it just goes on and on. This is one of the most documented fucking people on this site, probably. Very big page, and as I said before, this is a person who ties in with other people on the list. 40 fucking entries, right. Chris Chan core moment. Oh, the bear was covering the photo. Hang on. Can you see? There you go. Fair use bid. It's Rika Styles is a woman, and that clearly is a woman in the photograph, right? So I mean, yeah, it's just it's that sort of thing. Again, I'm not gonna like pussyfoot around what is being said or whatever necessarily, unless it's specific words that are gonna get me like fucking age restricted or something. But yeah, that's sure. That's sure on there, but it is a 40-page thing, so I would have to assume that there's more to this person than just being transgender or whatever. So as we start, typical Robert Wayne Styles thread. And we got this little thing here that says the subject of this article is a virgin with rage. Number 1, Anonymous makes fun of Rob. Number 2, Rob appears threatening to dox everyone. Number 3, Rob gets trolled hard, swears never to return. Number 4, repeat. So far this has happened 31 times, proving Rob is, without any doubt, completely, utterly incapable of learning. The mental capacity of Robert ranks somewhere beneath that of an insect. On no occasion has he shown any ability or reason to employ logic. Attempting to accomplish a task, failing, and then by trial and error discovering a new solution, is a skill shared by many of the members of the animal kingdom, but lost on the brain-dead, transsexual friend who we are talking about currently. That's very rude website. How could you be so rude? The origins of the beast here. I hide it because we never know when there will be cocks. This page contains spoilers. Important plot threads and/or conclusions may be revealed. Something about personal army? Okay. Something about forcing female players to cyber with us against their will. T-H-E-R-E. To understand Robert, one must know his past. So he grew up as a rich kid and blah blah blah. People were bullying him. So he created something too weak to rape his classmates in a cave and too pussy to pull a Columbine. Rob turned to the internet for help. Encyclopedia Dramatica is a great website, everybody. Very good stuff on there. I do enjoy it. Rob turned to the internet for help. Thus, he created the Wraith to whine about his classmates. He had used it to troll shield his ex-girlfriend, and by girlfriend we mean a girl he met twice and cybered with, not to be confused with an actual relationship. Speaking of the Wraith, what just moved? Something fell over. I don't know. Speaking of the Wraith, Rob had founded the group in late 2005 when he was a few months shy of being 18 years old. Am I showing this? Can I show this? I think I can show this. A few months shy of being 18 years old. While the rest of his classmates were out getting part-time jobs and getting laid. Let me see here. Thank you for the $1 Dick Smasher and Victor Martinez. Appreciate it. Let me see here. The rest of his classmates were out getting part-time jobs and getting laid. It is no surprise that he was the oldest of the group. According to Rob, the hacker group was mostly used to troll Christians and fans of certain franchises and was used to force 13-year-old boys with female characters to cyber with him, while his 13-year-old followers watched and even joined in. More like pedo-wraith, am I right? While what Rob describes that he was well-known and feared, those who bother to dig into his past get an entirely different image, but a word of warning, the amount of autism and trying too hard will make you cringe. So I guess this is some old-timey fucking RP. And I mean, we all have, like, our old-timey RP fucking, or whatever. What is this? I mean, it is old-timey. It's from 2012, and this does appear to be embarrassing. What the fuck is this? Me and Zammy Slave had a talk a few nights ago. Many people don't know the origins of the Wraith or its long history. I don't like to brag about past exploits, but Zammy suggested it might be inspiring. If the Wraith does die, it can't hurt, so hey, why not? There was a time when I was just a nobody. Sorry. Ever since I started using computers, I got into fights left and right on the internet. I was usually banned from every forum I set foot on for my opinions. I used to mod games. I can host WoW servers. I can make levels and maps for any— Okay, yeah. Get this on with. 5 years ago, the Wraith started in an FPS game community known as Jedi Academy. Kick ass. The game I was currently modding 2 years even before the game existed, I was getting bossed around and banned from communities that used its predecessor game. It is a blah 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 blah. Right. They were lamers. Hated the Wraith. We grew up soon. I used guerrilla tactics. I wouldn't okay. The lulls were no more. And, surfers would not ban Wraith out of fear of, wow. Huh. Quite, right. Guerrilla tactics. Wait, did he say gorilla? Did he say gorilla? No, he said guerrilla. He used the right gorilla. I thought he might have used, like, the animal gorilla. That would have been great. Yeah, I don't know. This is like him recounting his... Before phishing, I used to use MySpace to destroy MySpaces. Upload offensive images, usually porn, into the group pictures, and then use a proxy account to report the group as... Pissed off stranger, MySpace, hometown full of idiots. He's proud of terrorizing kids on the internet. You are just jealous. The story is awesome. Yeah, this person does seem to be very proud of whatever this is. I guess this is for Robert Stiles or whatever. Yeah, this is like a whole troll saga from fucking 20 years ago or some shit. He's talking about like Jedi Academy. That's like a 2003 game, I think. So if this started around then yeah, we're going back almost 20 years at this point. You know, probably a little after the game came out, you know. But he's detailing all this. This is from 2012. So I'm not reading all of this fucking shit. He goes off about Christians and liberals in the penultimate paragraph. I think I'm good. I think I'm fucking good. But yes, son, it's an MMORPG. Oh god, we got another one of these. These just long fucking, look at this shit. Holy shit. This is from MMORPG.com or something, and I guess it's from the general discussion. An AIM interview with one of the developers from Dalek here, and Wraith Belskner is the person, is Robert Rika, whatever. So this person I guess hacked a fucking... Oh, it's an interview, quote unquote. She just like went after somebody who like I guess worked at a fucking company, like CME's failures as a company. So I guess this is an attempt at like journalism is what you might be able to call that, but like this appears to be like trying to grill them about some kind of shit. Like, okay. And I mean, a lot of this could just be fake too. I mean, this is just names. If all this is like, it's just like a text thing. We can freely rate it anytime now. I hosted that server, right? So yeah, this is like they're epic trolling some developer, I guess. So this is like an epic troll man, person, woman, whatever. And that was their past, right? But we got like 40 entries on this page, and we're probably not even gonna get through all of those. So we gotta like move on from that. So troll shielding past, epic, very epic. His trolling of Alex Morel was his greatest accomplishment. I could show this. One day, Rob got pissed at Alex and his buddies, had them phish her MySpace account, stole her songs from her site, and blackmailed her for them. Not before making a comic about their recent achievement. Unfortunately for Rob and his buddies, Alex's account was only down temporarily. As evident here, Rob's attempt at ruining her career failed. It was a Rob plan. The intent was evil, but the execution was laughable. Don't let any of you fucking give a fucking, I don't give a fucking care if I can't fucking spell. You just fucking push me! Right. Yeah, so lots of like, you know, a drama from like 20 years ago. Van Robert. Robbie wanted to lose his virginity to a porn star, so Robert dreamt of an e-romance with Chrissy Moran, a retired porn star. Alas, she did not return his love for some reason. Being untrue to the mission, Robert started trolling her out of bitterness and sexual frustration. This led to the girl getting the FBI involved, and because unlike the cyber police, the FBI gets the shit done, and the agent told Robert to stop being a tard. Robert decided it wouldn't have been a bright idea to send death threats to an FBI agent over the internet and over the phone. How could some FBI possibly trace phone calls anyway? Well, they sent a party van to his house, right? So he was, like, stalking some porn star. If anything, she sexually harassed me, it says here in a quote. I didn't do anything, any fucking thing to that bitch, and she sexually harassed me, and was flirtatious. Yeah, a famous ex-porn star would want your dick. I mean, you know, I suppose crazier shit has happened, but, look at chat. Yes, an e-romance with his porn star, his retired porn star. So we continue. What is this? Wait. Robert's plea to, what the fuck? What the fuck? Rob's plea to his hacker brethren. And, okay, it's just, this is like, okay, this is just like, right. This isn't actually that interesting. This is like some kind of message to a bunch of people that, like, I don't know. He totally didn't stalk that girl, and the FBI is just wrong. Haha. I don't know. The man keeping the tranny down. That's what the words say right there. Documents reveal. Right. So there was like a bailout, I guess, for the person. Rika Styles, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Hate My Dick. Robert proceeded to flounce to save himself from. I like that flounce is a page on here. Flouncing is leaving a community forever. Oh, I thought that was just like, just flouncing about like a fucking flouncy idiot, you know, flouncing. But Robert proceeded to flounce to save himself from the terrible wrath of the Anonymous and kept hiding from the internet for a good while. So there was a decision to transgender oneself. This is how I'm saying it. We got to witness how lolcows can sense each other and form hug boxes consisting entirely of lolcows. This too happened with Robert's case in uncertain, as unlike certain other individuals born and raised in Born and raised in West Philadelphia, rather than spend most of his days on the playground, he decided to befriend ADF Fuensalida, as well as other adjusted transgender individuals. So that's talking about Ahuvia or whatever, who's like the famous Naruto, like communist transgender activist, who I've never looked at, but I think there's some interesting stuff out there, and I guess that they were part of this. The situation with Rika. This Rika person seemed to get a lot of people involved. One of those attention-y people. Flirtatios is the Harry Potter version of roofies. Oh, that's great. Oh, I'm gonna flounce. I'm flouncing! Jerry, I'm flouncing! Let's see. So, ADF was rediscovered by the trolls. Robert got in the front seats on the trolling. So, Rage Against... There's a lot of trolls. Return of the Lolcow. Transtastic Boogaloo. God, there's like a lot of art made about this person and stuff, but like it doesn't appear that there's that. I mean, this is one of these individuals who like is very personal to the communities that they were like a part of. So like if you remember them, like, wow, remember that guy who took everything way too seriously and was like, you will rue the day that you crossed me on this forum or whatever, and like sent like 40 paragraphs or some shit. Like, you know, there's that. But like, I don't know. It's not that interesting to read. It's just like a history of various troll arguments. There's like My Little Pony stuff. What is this? Fluttershy Rule 34. He found a thread about trolling 4chan's pony board, and apparently thought he had finally come up with a way to show those trolls. Knowing he could not tackle the trolls alone, Robbie now brought to bear the full might of 20-something-year-old basement dwellers whose sole passion in life is watching a cartoon show about ponies meant for preteen girls. And, is this the thread? Okay, yeah, there's a thread here. This is a 4chan thread. And it's a thread on MLP that's like doxing people from 789chan. So there's already an argument with 789chan. They're trying to get fucking MLP to be their personal army. MLP board. Yeah, you want them to be your personal army. How many of you despise that shithole known as 789chan that is filled with trolls who stalk and harass mentally disabled adult men and women? Well, I think we share a common enemy here, and I have docs for the site's administrator, Shawnee B, and creator of blah blah blah. And so there's like docs, there, IP, blah blah blah, MLP. I'm not a troll personally, and not really into MLP, but I see nothing wrong with the people who like it, as many I can relate to. Best of luck, and hopefully we can shut down that horrible site. And the first response is go away. Not your personal army. I mean, to the pony people's credit, it's like, yeah, keep bumping your own thread, OP. Maybe same friend it a bit. And they're like dropping more info. Abun raid and non is legion. Yeah, like this is the right. This is the right response. So, yeah, trying to get fucking My Little Pony to be your personal army. Rob's return to 789chan. Yeah, I just happen to have Zyklon's docs on hand, he says, and now he's finally going to learn about the good old American justice system. Blah 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 blah. Getting a person extradited for an ED article, right? So yeah, it's a lot of fighting with 789chan. We've got like art here, which I just realized is probably, I can't show that actually. What is this? Can I show this one? Yeah, people made a lot of art of this Rob person, or Rika or whatever. And I really don't think they're that interesting necessarily. Hallucinations, need meds. We got a Sonichu. There's a smiley sun. Wait, what is that? Need help, sir? The Goblin King. I guess it's because, oh, haha. I guess they look funny, right? Yeah, I mean, they might look funny, and it might be funny. You know, yes, they definitely overreact to stuff, but I don't know. I don't know that this is like anything that interesting here. See, what I'm looking for is people that are creative, that have content. Like, this is just arguments with people on the internet. But where it does get kind of interesting is that with this war against 789chan or whatever, this person apparently, like, involved a bunch of other people, like a Power Rangers of lolcows, and one of them, at least one of them, is another person on this list, Jordman, so we can really cross off 2 on this list. I can't see too much else about Jordman, but we'll get to that. The scars that never heal. You people won't stop until I'm on the verge of suicide. Every night a voice comes into my head saying, why don't you just end it all? And it takes a great amount of effort to fight it. I just remind myself that I'd rather see the pain on the blah blah blah. Yeah, fucking final post. Just to kill oneself or to leave an internet site. Decisions. Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know, there's the whole thing about, like, is internet bullying real? How can internet bullying be real if the words aren't real? Whatever. But, like, you know, yeah, that does have an impact on you, I suppose. If you are terminally online, which many people are, I suppose that's a fair mindset to have, But yeah, I guess this person seems to have brought a lot of this drama on themselves with, like, constantly arguing with people and trying to troll people and all this stuff. And now, you know, yeah, I guess screw a Hoovia. Haters. I have come to this board. What is this? Personal army request. On which website is this? I don't know. I have come to this board in dire need of help with haters. Firstly, an introduction. My name is blah 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 in 2010, blah blah blah, Mila Jovovich, blah blah blah. Now about my desperate problem. There is a group of cisgender men and women who despise who I am and want to put me on the verge of suicide. They are making me the laughingstock for the fucking internet. Check this out. And yeah, it has over 40,000 freaking views, bro. Illegally got some documents from a court case. Yeah, and people are like, don't feed the troll. It may sound stupid, but it's the best one can do. Yeah, just like reasonable people like, hey, come on, man. This is not, or lady, whatever, you know, whatever you feel. But come on, man. Don't ruin, we aren't your personal army. You don't need to use us as like that. You know, it's not going to help. We can't do anything. Like, I don't know what they can do, necessarily. Please, someone help me. The police do not take matters like this seriously, and I've tried telling them off multiple times. They dig up more freaking things about me. Well, you know. That's what ED tends to do. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Again, it's like when you have this history of, like, arguing and screaming and trolling people, quote-unquote trolling people, and it all ties together, and, like, yeah, you can, I don't know, you can probably expect that people on ED might have some things that they can say. There's a whole thread there, and there's more threads here. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Caved! Ha! Guess who just got trolled, fuckers? You! Remember the fat man with the Glock story? Inspired by 789's own Jenga type. The one who was too complete... This one too was completely falsified. I finally one-upped you shit stains again. We got a little bit of goblin fucking down there, but I don't see any genitals, so I think it's fine, by the way. Completely out of the blue, Rob admitted to raping women and 13-year-old boys in a cave. After the understandable puzzlement, the trolls began to laugh at the edgy story, and Rob recounted with, "Lol, I troll you!" But after that, at the slightest mention of lol cave, Robert, for some reason, started tard raging once again when how the Chan had ruined his life, although he had made himself into a child rapist, successfully trolling only himself. As the cherry on top of the cake, Robert, in his rage, probably forgot that he is still going to court over sending an FBI agent death threats online, which means if any legal authority was to take his story seriously, he would be in some deep shit. A day later, he posted as a friend and gave 789chan a TLDR sob story about how he was going to leave the internet forever. Right. So I don't understand this. Like, was this the fucking post? I don't understand if they have the archive of whatever admission this is, but that doesn't appear to be what this is. Weird. Taking down Encyclopedia Dramatica, Robert then realized that it was the ED article that was the source of all his pain, and it had forced him into bath salts usage, but not before leaving 2 final messages again. Like a manipulative individual he considers himself to be, he came up with the most clever of all plans, pretending to be his own troll to make everyone do his bidding. Yes, again. Multiple times that you do that. You know, that's like if you're writing a TV show. It's like, man, we've already done the becomes his own troll story arc. You gotta try again, bro. You gotta do something new. Hardcore Hypnospace Outlaws Zane vibes. Well, I don't know about Zane in particular, but I do know about, you know, Granny Cream and whatnot, Hypnospace in general. And yeah, I mean, I can see there is like general like early kind of 2000s like troll person kind of. That's what this is basically. Robert the Playa. Vandalize his own page and the cave story. So, Master of Disguise. I'm looking at this now. Kickstarter for Robbie's Groceries. Oh. Insanity. Right. So I'm going through this. I'm looking for the thing where it's like... Wait, what the fuck is this? Rob versus Troll, semicolon, feces everywhere. Rob hasn't been outside in a week, which, I mean, fair. He has gone to a mental hospital 3 times in the past 8 months due to stress from being trolled. I mean, stress from being trolled and also just the weight of your own stupid decisions, like, catching up to you. Because you know that this person knows that, like, a lot of this is on them. He lied about being employed, harassed trans event security guards over his belief that trolls were at the event. He does full-on pat-downs to look for cameras or cell phones due to the paranoia. Feces everywhere. He was convinced that ADF's own girlfriend was an undercover troll. Yeah. Shoved glass up the troll's ass. Sex pest. A sex pert. Sorry. So yeah, we're gonna troll. We're gonna sue 789chan, I guess, and ED. Right. I'm a master of foreplay, you say there. ED versus the staff. Where is the fucking list of the Power Rangers? Apparently he spread herpes. He or they or whatever. Spread herpes to people. Rob's shitty brown bed. With Rob's birthday quickly approaching, Rob made sure to spend every single day tard raging on IRC, trying to deny the existence of Penelope after bragging about giving her the dick. So I don't know who Penelope is. We probably could have read that through the fucking page, but like, there's too much. It's too much to read. Look at this fucking scroll bar down here and tell me that we're gonna read about Penelope. Come on now. He threatened to run away from the parents' house and rape his own blah blah. What the fuck? When it was revealed to him that the person who ran the Chan was I am leaving a fucking gift in this room. Wait. Rob also started hinting that his own father was believing that his son worshipped the internet and rightfully believed that his son's online habits were unhealthy. His father even believed that one of his trolls was a John from FetLife. In return, Rob was convinced that trolls were whispering sweet nothings into his father's ear about him. After his parents have caught wind of some of his crazy antics on his birthday, they locked him into his room. He responded by leaving them a gift in his room while typing. Well, I am leaving a fucking gift in this room. She is suffering because of your doing, intro man. You know what I'm doing. Happy birthday. You did this. You fucking did this. I'm gonna have lots of fun tonight. This first one goes out to intro man. You fucking made me do this. They were gonna ask me why I did this. It was the phone call. It just came out like a firecracker. Happy birthday, intro man. Fuck you. Frustrated at his parents, Rob threatened to burn his house down. Not being able to stand the smell of his own room, he escaped his room by throwing his brown bed out of the window and jumping out of it. Then he went to a shed by his house and recorded himself on Vocaroo. Then he admitted that he raped Penelope, but attempted to backpedal by claiming that she was just a waifu. Rob attempted to apologize by saying that he lost control due to his rage and that everyone should forget the statements that he made. Rob continued to talk about his Oedipus complex to IRC users. Revealing more about his insane Oedipus desires, he also implied that he wants to get rid of his own father. Why, you may ask? Well, according to Robert, his own father doesn't believe that Robert is his own son. Calls Robert a queer whenever he could, and acts like a typical Irish-American dad. We salute you, Wayne Styles. Yeah, no, I mean, but that sounds very similar to the Paul David Smith guy who's like, hated his Irish upbringing. It also sounds very similar to Chris Chan, obviously. There's a lot of overlap with some of these types of people, as we know. Who is Penelope? What's going on? We really don't know. Again, this page is too long to know exactly what's happening, Like, because we can read all of it, I guess. If I scroll back up, like, who's Penelope? Spreading herpes? Is that Penelope? No. Natalie. Right, he changed his name to, yeah. You refer to me as autistic. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not even seeing anything about... Oh, yeah, Penelope. Okay. Okay, I guess we'll learn about Penelope. Here it is. Claiming that trolls ruined any chance he had at photography, turned to prostitution to feed his bath salt habit. He announced to the board about his recent prostitution and whined about how trolls made him out to be a motherfucking crack whore. When asked about how much he charged for a blowjob and butt sex, he told them that they weren't worth a meat spin, and that his fellow whores wouldn't service any trolls either. Rob didn't realize that by definition that prostitutes accepted dick from anything waving money in their faces. Well, that's not necessarily true. They can refuse. The paranoid remarks came around afterward over his belief that trolls and their butch lesbian friends, quote unquote, would rape his already diseased ass in their car. Still not seeing the irony of his statements, accused Chrissy Moran of being a prostitute. That's the I think the fucking porn star that he was stalking. And trolls of being her sex slaves. So far, Rob's virginity status is debatable. If he didn't already lose it to little boys in a cave or Penelope. So, but who is Penelope, though? Who? The ED staff versus the Wraith Lord. Trolls and feces, personal army. Where the fuck is Penelope on this whole thing? Master of Disguise, Robert the Playa. Oh, is it this one? I think it's this one. Is this supposed to be Penelope? I don't know. I think there's... Is that sex? I don't know. I don't think that's sex. Okay. This is, Robert the Playa, and I guess this is supposed to be, like, his girlfriend or something. A hot gothic girl. Let's see. And, of course, shortly after promising to live happy ever after or whatever... Rob posted pictures of the first fuck telling the trolls to leave her alone. He revealed that the woman's name is Penelope and soon admitted he had lied about losing his virginity. Okay, so it's like a made up, like, Chris Chan's fucking Cherokee girlfriend or whatever the fuck. I got it. The lore is confusing. It's 40 different entries on this fucking ED page, so we're not going to be able to, you know, comprehensively read all of it. Like, that's just too much. But there's the shitty brown bed. There's Rob the pedophile here. Okay. Both women. What the fuck? Okay, wait, I think yeah, okay, he pulled a Dan Olsen. He did a foldable human or whatever, and he tried to put fucking child porn on, like, a website so that it would make them look bad for having it on the website. And that was his epic plan. Well, I guess he was already being getting in trouble for, like, threatening an FBI agent and stalking a former porn star. I should say again, I'm sure some people in chat might be like, hey, you know, he's saying he. Well, the article says fucking he, and I don't have the brain power to mentally make the shift to she or they every time. The person is trans. The article doesn't really have much respect for that. So, yeah, words will be said, as I said before. But yeah, apparently he put right. What the fuck? Okay. So yeah, he put, like, child porn on 888chan or something. And yeah, so he didn't get in trouble for that. It was for him making a false report to the website about how there was that stuff on the website. So that's great. Oh god. Okay, there was a dick jerking off onto a Barbie doll. I'm glad I didn't show that. Rob versus Red Minus and Asians. What? Asians? PC ass Asians? Red, I don't know who Red Minus is. Rob's love for his fictional... So he has, like, a waifu, right? So we have this area here. First of all, Rob the pedophile. I swear I didn't know she was 3. And, I And yeah, it talks about this. Rob has even revealed that he fantasizes about his fictional teenage character, Janice, and even draws her naked. He even retconned her age to 18 to combat pedophilia rumors. Shortly after denying that she's underage to trolls, Rob later admitted her age. It's me poning that bitch and fucking her, and I don't care. No, she only wanted to fuck me if I could beat her in a strength contest. We're both woman. This was a comic of me and Janice, so shut up. I am in the story, so it's fucking canon. I have already told you that I'm the only woman who can withstand Janice's killer pussy that spits acid and has mutilated thousands of men, and I'm the only survivor just because she willed it. And then we continue. I just think that chick looks like Janice. Oh, thank God you didn't see anything. There was a pamper chew in the way. I just think that chick looks like Janice. I'd love to see her in real life. That's the only reason I'd want to see her IRL. Trey, I want to meet this woman. What if by chances she's also a lesbian? Rob's love for his fictional character Janice led to him fantasizing about the fictional female character in Red Minus's videos Cax. Rob announced, I am the strongest woman! Yeah, I remember woman. That was always fun. $5 from my lady class. Wait, Folding Ideas actually did that? I want to learn the lore. I've seen some of his videos and had no... I mean, it's like 10-year-old fucking lore at this point. It's like back during like Gamergate, fucking people were on 8chan and he tried to make 8chan look bad by putting stuff on 8chan. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what that says about him necessarily, but that was always a good meme about that guy. And I don't know if you can even prove that at this point, but I do remember that that was certainly talked about back in the day. Let me see. Yeah, so he's fighting with the Asians, whatever that means. And, Rob's love for his fictional character Janice led to him fantasizing about the character from this guy's videos. Rob imagined that the voice actress Animu character was a beautiful white hipster that he could stick his lady stick into. Anyone with the slightest idea of how voice actors are could have told him that the voice actors almost never look like their characters. Rob, however, was determined to see what she looked like and got his arch nemesis to do it in exchange for one of his chapters. And I can't show this here. As it turns out, Robbie instantly lost his boner when his beautiful white hipster waifu turned out to be an average-looking part Asian. Rob was extremely butthurt over his lost boner. After it turned out that Red Minus didn't look like his character either and was married to an Asian, Rob decided that he had to get revenge on Red Minus on the notion that Red Minus was ruining pop culture and the internet. So this guy got, like, trolled, or, like, catfished by accident, I guess. Now there's BioShock stuff. He stole his parents' credit card to get the game BioShock Infinite, and he wants to fuck Elizabeth from that game. Because she looks like his character Janice, and he can give the main character salts whenever he wants, just like bath salts, right? So, my lovely lady stick. Thank you, $20 from Piles. Thank you very, very much. Appreciate it. No message, but thank you. Yeah, BioShock Infinite, I guess he became this guy's thing. Poor Rob even became upset that people began linking him to Elizabeth Rule 34 because he did not want anyone else to see his waifu naked. Rob even planned on writing a story in which he kidnaps Elizabeth as a baby. However, he's not a pedo because he's going to wait until Elizabeth is grown in the story to take down to the cave. And that links to the page lie. It should link to the page that says grooming. He even stole his own parents' credit card to pay for an Elizabeth figurine, which links to plastic crap. Like with most of Rob's obsessions, this one was bound to crash and burn. None of you are man enough to drink your own piss, but when I learned Elizabeth was a decoy, I grabbed my own piss and drank it. He grabbed his piss. Rob took longer than most gamers to beat BioShock Infinite and was sore about the BioShock Infinite ending, where Elizabeth drowned Booker. In fact, Rob was so angry that he drank his own piss, while he gave himself a golden shower. To Rob, Elizabeth was then just a way to brainwash horny basement dwellers like himself to buy their shit and to become Christians. He even believed that the Elizabeth action figure was possessed. He also claimed that he shattered the illusion of the game, never realizing that it took him playing the whole game to realize that the game was pandering to losers like himself. Like what happened with Red Minus and Cax, Rob swore revenge on the creator of BioShock Infinite for petty reasons. Well, I mean, there's reasons. There's reasons to get to want to do that. I know you can't see the screen right now. I'm just being, you know, you gotta be careful here. Robman Bates over here. So, stuff about his mom. Oh yeah, they found him in public. And then we got the, like, gallery here. Musical Rob. So, yeah, it doesn't get into it that much, right? Okay, can't show that. There's a cock. There is a cock. It's a dick wyvern, apparently. A dick vern. We don't get too much into, like, all of this, but the reason why this was interesting to me was because if you look at the list here, Rika connects to this person, Jordman, over here. And I think there was, like, at least one other connection. Paul David Smith was also, I believe, connected to 789chan. And Rika here, yeah, Rika is the person we've been looking at, by the way. The person listed as him, as a transgender individual, but, you know, the site is saying he, and again, it's like, I'm not gonna mentally be able to fucking swap out the word every time. I do not, I'm too stupid for that. I'm admitting that to you now, so we've been saying he, but yeah, it's transgender individual, and appears to be a person who was bullied for being transgender, because the Jordman person, I understand, is also a transgender activist who was active in, like, the San Francisco area, I think. And there's not that much of interest about Jordman on the internet from what I saw, because Jordman, yeah, it's like it's a politician person who has spoken out before about, like, trolls and stuff. I guess it's kind of like Brianna Wu when she spoke up about, like, Gamergate or whatever, and, you know, people trolling her and her terrible video game. So it's kind of a little bit like, sounds a little like Brianna Wu a little when she tried to run for office also. But Jordman, there's not too much actual info, you know, that's all that interesting. No like funny videos to react to. But they are, Jordman is listed on this, this article here. If we look here, his name's probably listed a couple times actually. If we go here, Rainbow Family, Rika, ADF, Jordman, which is Thomas Jordan Gwendolyn Davis, who loves to creep in women's bathrooms. I don't know if that is, like, true, like Jonathan Unive, or if that's just one of those generalizations about trans people that's like, haha, they're trans, ergo proxy, they creep in women's bathrooms or whatever. In the case of, you know, Jonathan Unive, that's actually allegedly a true thing that they do, that he does. Because he uses his fake transitioning to pretend to be a woman so he can go hide in fucking girls' bathrooms and offer people tampons. Allegedly. Like, that's actually a thing that specific person does. But there's also just the, you know, the fucking stereotype of, like, oh, you're a trans person. Oh, you know, bathrooms. Like, that whole thing. Which I don't know if that necessarily applies to this person. But this person, Jordman, is some kind of politician to some extent. And I don't know how much info there is about them. If I look on this page, Jordman, there are 9 matches on this page, and most of them are for this, right? Most of them are for this. This is a musical Rob over here. So Rob wrote a musical song. He wrote a musical about a Jordman who I guess was one of his friends. And yeah, 9 uses of Jordman, and 8 of them are here. He's Jordman. He looks like dirt and is always butthurt. I mean, are you sure this is even about? Yeah, Thomas the I don't know. I don't know if this person wrote this or if ED wrote this. It's kind of hard to tell. But that's a song about Jordman. And yeah, there's not too much else is known about Jordman. If you look them up, there is, like, Thomas Jordan Gwendolyn Davis. If I look that up, yeah, there's, like, Community Housing Partnership versus Jordan Davis. It won't be all bad tidings in 2017, says these LGBT politicos. Jordan Gwendolyn Davis is one of them. And there's a gay news article from advocate.com. Op-ed, why no matter what, I still can't marry my girlfriend. Jordan Gwendolyn Davis is a disabled transgender woman from San Francisco who writes on the intersectionality of disability, gender. Okay, you fucking got me there. You know, you can stop there. Yeah, no, intersectional whatever. Let me take a look here. Let me see. Yeah, and that would be the Jordman person who I guess was like friends with Rika here, was part of their clique, and so was Ahuvia up here. Ahuvia Harrell was also part of the secret transgender clique that would secretly I don't know, troll people, I guess, something. I don't know, but then they like broke up. There was like a spat. So we could kind of cross 2 people off this list here. There's a little bit more about Rob here. More just arguing with people online. What the hell is this? Oh, this is funny. This is really taking me back. Talking about Foldable Human or whatever, and 8chan from all those years ago. Here is, Robert and the Real Doll. In late January 2015, Robert returned out of nowhere with a new plan. Seemingly angry that the focus of attention had been shifted away from him, Rob decided to try and seduce Peter Coffin away from his wife, Ashley, in order to finally get some of that sweet poon. Unfortunately for Rob, he outlined his plan in entirety for all to see. When Anons informed him that Coffin had been actively stalking the threads and would see his cunning plan, Rob threatened to DDoS the thread before slinking off butthurt yet again. Reposting. I'm going to do this by pretending to be a model named Rosemary and lure Peter Coffin away from Ashley so she can get custody of the house and the brat. But there's no... But was Ashley even real? I think that was the joke, was that his girlfriend was a real doll. After getting laughed at some more, Rob claimed that he had gotten the Wraith back together. One can only expect more profanity-laden shitposts and rape maps for online games to be forthwith. Rape? What the fuck? He also took the time to point out that he had a dog to deal with the trolls, since he's convinced that they'll show up at his doorstep at any time. Not long afterwards, Robert finally admitted to doing meth and bath salts. He also admitted to getting it on with Jordan, the transsexual individual whom he tried troll shielding behind. So Jordman. There was some hot Rika on Jordman X sex. That's pretty sexy. That's really sexy stuff. Said troll shielding is what got this crazy ride going in the first place. Up until that point, he denied both of those things. Robert also admitted to being on other drugs, which would explain his sudden openness. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, it would be, I don't know. It would be funny. It would be funnier if, if he found out that the Ashley Coffin doll was like, it was a doll and not a person. I think there was some question about that it actually was like, it was like there was an actual Ashley Coffin person. I don't know. But yeah, we got a lot of mean words on this site. We got a lot of mean words on this site. I hope people aren't too upset about any of that. Because, they were words on the internet written fucking 10 years ago or something. I'm sure you will be okay. We got dick pics down there. Showing off his lovely lady stick. Which, I suppose is, among lolcow dicks. I guess that's fine. There's also an asshole picture. Alright then. The goblin and the spoon. What the fuck? Okay, so I guess this is Rika as the years went on. Rika, I believe, is the one with the dark hair here. And she is, on heroin apparently next to this lady. Hardcore bath salted out, basically, is what this is saying anyway. Determined to live the sexy life, Robert embarked on his latest chemical escapade, spoons. It says excapade, E-X-capade. That's so great. In March of 2015, a video surfaced of an obviously drugged out Styles. He came onto the board and threw his typical tantrum about being photographed in public. In the midst of this, it was revealed that Robert had taken to shooting heroin, which he refers to as spoons. Someone with his impulse control has managed to avoid overdosing and ending up on a slab, is anybody's guess. But we've got like a gallery of Wraith on heroin, I guess. And then we've got some dick pics down there. Pictures of Robert's lady stick. Robert, the dog fucker over here. He molests dogs. Oh, that's good. Lauren is the dog I fucked. To leave it to what? There's a quote from this person. After laying low for several weeks, I can't show the screen right now. Several weeks, Robert returned in the midst of a bender, revealing that he decided to join such luminaries as Jonathan Niehaus and Sarah Butts, and admitting that he'd fucked a dog named Lauren. In addition to this degeneracy, Robert was led to believe that the CP he'd previously downloaded to his computer might come back to haunt him. Thus, he attempted to delete it by first removing important system files from the computer, which was revealed to belong to his parents, and then using I can't believe it's not butter on the modem. Convinced that trolls were once again on his trail, he fled the house and slept near a canal. One can only imagine his parents' horror when they got home and discovered what he had done to the family computer. Later on, he offhandedly admitted to raping a second dog, making him a truly sick fuck. So I guess that happened. That happened twice. There's also a footage here of somebody appearing to, well, it's like a guy in a suit fucking a dog from behind, but like, I don't know if it's real or if like there's penetration happening. It just might be a staged joke image, but he's got his pants down, and then this person's head is photoshopped onto that person. So, we got a so cash here. And that's about it, really. There's like archived threads from Rob, from 888chan or whatever, or no chan. There's a YouTube account, which does not have anything going on. Some channels they're subscribed to. They're subscribed to Athene, the fucking Athene, the like cult leader, WoW player guy. And Repsion, and like, yeah, lots of stuff. Yeah, no content on their YouTube, but they do have some stuff. There's chat logs archived, lots of archived stuff from like 10 years ago. But that would do it for mostly for Rika here. We've crossed somebody off of the list once more. Crossed two off, really, because I mean, we've begun to cross off ADF here too, because ADF is like also somebody worth looking at and is involved in this situation. But it was mentioned briefly, but was not fully looked at. But we can cross off Jordman and Rika here, as we've done about as much as we can in regards to them. Paul David Smith we've looked at, Jennifer we've looked at, and I don't know, is there anybody else here in chat? Is there anybody in chat here who knows any of these people and might know where? We already looked at Moses Garza III. I just forgot to cross him off. Does anybody know any of these other people? I guess we could do Negi Springfield. But like, as we go up on the page, I did look at Faye Kane briefly. This was another person that I tried to do a little bit of research on. And, well, I didn't get much out of it because, let's see here. Faye Kane. And there's a few articles. There's a few Reddit threads mostly. Reddit. What happened to Faye Kane? Removed it. Reddit. Okay, that's down. What happened to Faye Kane? The autistic lady who hangs out naked in the woods and masturbates all day. And the link to whatever they're linking to is down, but wow, good find. That is some good old-fashioned internet autism right there, says one person. The KF thread on her is interesting. And holy shit, she has profiles including very detailed info on her kinks on so many sites. Just Google her name. Well, this was 3 years ago, and it sounds like a lot of what was once posted from this Faye Kane person is gone. Yeah, she appears to be like a homeless, sex addict, older woman who has a lot of stories from, you know, her travels, I suppose you could say. Life of a Great Mommy is definitely quite an individual. She should catch your attention, and I actually have a few of her things saved for probably next time, I would say, next time. But yeah, there is apparently a KF thread about this Faye Kane person. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna open up fucking Tor or whatever to do that, so that's probably not looking at that. But here's the blog, and I think it's down now. Her blog is gone. And I don't know, maybe the Internet Archive might have something, like the Wayback Machine. If that even is still a thing, if they haven't sued it off the internet yet or whatever. Faye Kane blogspot, and I'll just copy this link and browse history. Do we have anything? Saved 90 times. Oh, yeah, baby. Even in 2023, it was saved. Let's go back. Let's go back to 2011. February. We saved this at 11/11/29. This is Faye Kane's Fuck Sanctuary. Can I even show this? Oh, God. Faye Kane's Fuck Sanctuary. And, we're way back in this. It's loading in very slowly. It might not be able to do a lot of these images, which is probably a good thing considering it's called Faye Kane's Fuck Sanctuary. Oh God, redirect me to... What are you doing? What are you redirecting? No, blog not found. No! Okay, hang on. We're just gonna get rid of it. It was like a whole link with like Faye Kane, blah, 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 but we can do that and then just... Yeah. And what do we got here? Can we just see her home page? So this is a page called Faye Kane's Fuck Sanctuary for Recovering Nerds. I'll take off all my clothes for any nerd and he can do anything he wants to me. It's looking like this isn't gonna happen because it keeps asking me if I consent to see the bullshit and then like it like directs me away from the site. Which is a real shame because the site is down, and so I guess I just can't see it. Unless it's working now. It might be working now. I think it might have directed me successfully. Hopefully there aren't too many pictures up on Faye Kane's Fuck Sanctuary here. Where do I sign? Lucky nerds. Recovering, yeah. Yeah, they're recovering from the nerd treatments that they underwent. That's what it is. Yeah, this is just fucking taking forever. We got like a black screen. It's loading. Okay, the scroll bar has now loaded in. This better be fucking worth it. Faye Kane's Fuck Sanctuary. No loads refused. Oh my God, it's doing this again. I understand. And okay, we're not going to be able to look at it. That's not happening. That was in 2011. Is there anything from like... I don't know, 2014 maybe. What about this? June of 2014. Maybe I can fucking look at it now? No, probably not. Yeah, so the way the actual blog seems to be taken down, and the Wayback Machine is dicking me around. So trying to get to Faye Kane's Fuck Sanctuary, I think it might be a little bit out of commission at this point. I think we might not be making it to the Fuck Sanctuary, but yeah, that's not going to be happening probably. But there are people on Reddit from like 12 years ago. People were talking about her. Posts about all her experience on the internet is another one here from 2017. This might have some stuff about her. Oh, we got something. There's something. So the Reddit here is r/drama history. Homeless, crazy, nymphomaniac, very smart, builds masturbation palace in the woods, semicolon. Posts all about her experiences all over the internet, and it links to a few different things here. She deleted her blog at some point after someone recognized her IRL, but she set up other stuff. And we've got this here. Paige Turner, valedictorian of the State University. Hang on, let me get the... Hang on. Pixie Terry definitely has some weird shit, that's true. But I don't know how much of it is like worth like me looking at though, you know, like because Cecil already looked at it. So can I show this? Yes, I can. Paige Turner, valedictorian of the State University Computer Science Department, and I have a master's degree in computer security. I'm also emotionally retarded. I act like I'm 12. That includes being, I guess the punctuation fucked up. That includes being shy. I was fired from one job after a week because my self-conscious silence made the secretary so uncomfortable that she said she'd quit if she had to be around me. My superpower is understanding stuff. So far, this seems to be unlimited, but only if the information is interesting. I walked off my NUC engineering job because I can't endure normal people. They have these hopelessly complex, pointless social rituals that you must know. Except I don't know because I can't know them because I'm autistic and shy. I was fired from one job after... Well, you know, this is all very understandable, actually. You know, being... You know, there's social issues, social stuff. Right. In about 2010, I moved into a group house of gamers I met in Second Life BDSM City. My rent here is being naked all day, every day. After 11 years, it's still unendurably embarrassing. In a pre-agreed... This is in 2013. 11 years? So this is like... Member since 20... This might be from like... I guess like 2 years ago, maybe, or something. In a pre-agreed via Skype move-in ritual, I walked in without knocking. Half-filled trash can. Brought no clothes. And yeah, she is like talking about how she gets fucked and displayed and everything. Separated my knees, and I'm a human female body with no name whose only purpose is to give them intense pleasure and be a receptacle for the sperm they pump into me. Well, I mean, you know, we can't say that that's not hot. I mean, objectively, but you know, I don't know about all this. Yeah, I guess she's like a homeless person who, and she apparently she made a book at some point. Like she wrote a book that I think was called like it's something about like I became a like I don't think it was even referring to this, because I think it said that in like 2002 she chose to become like a sex trafficking victim is like the name. That might have been somebody else I looked at, but I think it was this lady, this Faye Kane person. So that's one link. That's some crazy stuff from her. But we got a link here. Hopefully this is still up to another blog. Nope, it is down. That is gone. Another one here though. This one, 404 error. Wow, this girl has scrubbed everything. Here she is on Psy, spurging out and name friending. Those are pictures from her original blog, by the way. It is difficult to navigate because she's too smart to know how to work an image board, apparently. Yeah, and there's like an archived thread of Faye Kane here. Faye Kane Homeless Brain is the name of this name friend, which links to her actual email, and she's going off about science, but then she's also posting like her pictures. She's posting her pictures. Faye Kane's sexiest autistic homeless astrophysicist you'll ever see naked. Pick is me, blushes. And yeah, it has like her eyes blurred out, but she's naked. Yeah. Huh. Right. I mean, I'm not even reading all of this. This is like insane ramblings about male conspiracy cannot contain all female followers, blah blah blah. The sexes are at war with each other. She seems to be like an insane anti-feminist who I think like believes that women need to be graded, degraded rather, not graded, but degraded, but like by default, I guess. Which is, that's great, you know, I mean, that's great if there's like an understanding. It's even better if there's like a respect. But I don't know if you're like you're homeless. I mean, if that's your thing, I guess, you know, you want to be the fair use nerd fucking homeless sex toilet or whatever. I guess that's fine. But you know, you're gonna post about it on 4chan or whatever on the science board of all places. And people did archive this thread. There is a thing. People are talking. There's the N word showing up here. Yeah, a lot of like images of her. She does appear to be like an attractive woman, or maybe she was at some point. I mean, they are all kind of weird angles. We got more from Psy. What the fuck is this? Oh, we got another one here. This is her ass. Yeah, no, this is nothing here. Drama nuts of old. What is this? Right, so this is from 2010 from a place called Fairfax Underground. There's multiple people from Virginia today. Multiple people from Virginia today. Chris Chan, fucking Paul David Smith, this lady. We got crazy Aspie rape fantasy obsessed homeless woman lived in tent in whatever above 495, and I totally missed out. I just discovered the homepage of a woman named Faye who lived in the tent in the woods between Americana Drive and whatever, stealing power for her masturbation chamber so she could write in her MySpace page outlining the specifics of her rape fantasies, share hidden camera pictures of local Mexicans fucking outside her cave, and attract a legion of creepy stalkers wanting to write on her butt. Apparently, she has since had to relocate somewhere else in our county after the 495 Hot Lane clearing project cleared away her site. However, I guess before she did, she left her site behind because I distinctly remember looking up at this exact same spot right after the trees were cleared and seeing a tent and a bunch of random belongings now exposed up there on the hill. Anyway, here's some random links to her. And, yeah, this links to her blog, which is, like, dead. Well, this is linking to her MySpace, actually, which might be okay. Maybe that's still around. Probably not. Most likely not. Featured content on MySpace. No, that is not still around. There's, like, fuckery with Mexicans, apparently. A detailed accounting of her rather unique sexual experiences started with awkward aspie fucking and going downhill from there. Scrolling to the bottom to see what her future husband would do to her, including having her sit on top of the TV naked with her vaju exposed during football game parties so her hubby's friends could throw beer cans at her when the opposing side lost. I mean, that's very creative. I'll give you that, at least. That's like a pretty... I wouldn't have thought of that one. You would have given me a million years, like, oh, degrade me. It's like, fucking... I don't know. I mean... Like, I would not have thought, that would not have come to mind as, like, an option. But I guess that is creative. That's creative. An index to the treasure trove of crazy. And this links to somebody, Dr. Tony Roberts. What the fuck is... Ah, the server is dead. Well, what about this one on fucking... on Wayback Machine? Hang on. Tony Roberts. These people are so creative. Did I miss Amazing Atheist and Onion? Well, Amazing Atheist isn't really like a meme anymore. He's just kind of a guy. And Onision we've already talked about. There's not much there. What is this? This is apparently the index of crazy or something. It was saved 10 times between 2008 and 2016. If we go to 2010 here, which is around when that was posted. What do we got? January 24th. We got a thing. Can I see this page? Ah, yes. Haha, yes, yes! Oh, boy. Oh, are the pictures coming in, too? I don't know if I can show a lot of the pictures. Oh, no, the pictures aren't happening. That's probably a good thing. This is... Index to my weblog. No, a very nice but shy and introverted geeky guy is letting me put this blog index on his server so that I don't have to buy web hosting just for this page. The blog items themselves are on MySpace. And yes, he did get to fuck me. And as we go down, I'm sure this was, you know, some cool sexy imagery. Hi, I'm Faye Kane, Homeless Brain. Kane isn't my real last name, though. I live in a cave in the woods, like Nietzsche's Zarathustra. So she seems to be like, roughing it by choice, I guess, and not like you know, not like a homeless person against, you know, her will or whatever. She's also autistic and crazy, and real, and we just a lot of pictures here that aren't coming in. Note to my regular readers: yes, I removed the pics in this index of me getting fucked. Hang on. They show my face and I'm being stalked again. See fan mail section below. I'll put them back after I edit them to blur my face, as in the above. But I can't keep up with your emails, and there's a lot of blog posts and blah blah blah. Cover Girl Faye, she's got a lot of creative stuff. The Candy Cane Rap. Maybe some of this stuff will still be available. Things my future husband will do if he really loves me. Yeah, it does look like a bit like a legal document or something. Like some kind of, you know, info for like a church luncheon from 2002. Hello, Digby. Who are we gang stalking tonight? Well, we're looking at our list of strange people. This is Faye Kane, Homeless Brain. She's an astrophysicist who loves cock and being degraded, I guess. Oh boy, sex! That's what we're doing now. Things my future husband will do if he really loves me. What do we got here? Faye sells her pussy on eBay. Right. Love letter to my future rapist. Oh boy, we got a lot. That word's coming up a lot. That word's doing heavy duty on this stream today. Surrender. My masturbation fantasy. I want sex to be bad. My true fuck story. So let me see. Oh yeah, this is what was done to her for 2.5 days in 2002. That was what she apparently wrote a book about. I'm sure she's written many books. And we're gonna try to fucking dodge around the sensitivity of this whole situation. The Wayback Machine is not archived this one. It has archived this a little bit. This is on eBay. It's her shipping her pussy for $22.50. Only $22.50 for her pussy, used. Highest bidder was Dr. Hakika here. 4 bids. Hi, I'm a homeless bumstress, and when I panhandle for money, everyone always says, go on, beat it, get the hell out of my way. You hungry? You want money? Why don't you sell your pussy? Har, har, har. So I figured, hey, that's a good idea. Includes full dark brown hair, 2 full lips, inner set of lips, vagina hole, cervix, and a clitoris. Clit is worn down from excessive rubbing. Pussy has only been used on 2 occasions. Cigarette burns and... Right, it's tight. So is this like a mold? Is this like a 3D model, maybe? I don't know. There's no images available, but 8 people have seen this page, so that's cool. You know, and 4 bidders, so that's very popular. Wayback Machine. Don't have that one. Don't have that one. We do have this. So this is her story, I guess. This is what happened to her in 2002. She quit her job at the nuclear engineering company in 2002 after she told a coworker that what she did over the 3-day weekend, which was right. I mean, I don't know. Because it was so exciting and sexy. But instead of thinking it was sexy too, all right, this is the main story, right? I found everybody else. She didn't say anything. She told everybody else, everybody was weirded out, and blah, blah, blah. I'd only had sex once before with a guy in high school who was probably autistic too, Dave. He was an extreme nerd with no friends. He had been my chem lab partner the previous year. We didn't date or kiss or even smile. He just asked me after school one day, waiting for the bus in the media center, if I would like to try doing it, since he never did, and I guess he figured I didn't either. We just went into the woods, behind GHS and blah blah blah, the dick, and this made his dick twitch. I sucked off the head, right? I laid on my back. He cummed into me silently. It was perfect. That was what I was thinking as I masturbated. This is very long. So she got, like, humiliated by people, and, like, this is a whole story. I mean, yeah, I'm not reading this whole thing. This is a fan fiction, I guess, or just, like, an account of what she, you know, did. And she wrote a book. I don't know if this is the book, or if there's there's more detail in the book. But she wrote a book, about, like, how she was, intentionally abducted and, like, held captive or something for, like, 2 days in 2002. This appears to be this story. We're talking about Stargate now. So we're fucking and it felt so good. Oh my god. And she was being raped, I guess, and I guess she wanted that. So yeah, this is Faye Kane, Homeless Brain, and she has some very interesting fetishes, you know, which, I mean, more power to you, I guess. That's the BDSM library there, and there's a lot more links on this site. I mean, there's a link on this site that's links to something called child pornography, and I don't think I want to click on that link. I don't think I want to click on Faye gives advice on raising a little girl. I don't think I want to click on the only good sex is forcible stuff. And then, but you know, I might, you know what, I am going to click on boner plus anus equals bonus. But that one's not archived. That's a shame. Oh boy, free porn. Videos and pics I look at while I'm rubbing the nubbin. And this is like her porn that she posts. Faye puts the anal back in psychoanalysis. Oh baby. Feelings from a broken robot. How I found out I'm broken. So yeah, she's talking about like analyzing herself, talking about how she's autistic and her emotions and everything. This does appear to be a very smart woman who just is maybe like quite unmedicated and very horny, and she decided to like, let her her horny homeless brain run rampant, and she gave up evidently some kind of nuclear physicist job and all of these possible opportunities so that she could fuck random nerds in the woods or something, which, I mean, to be fair, if a lot more random nerds had a Faye Kane, then we would have a lot fewer incel shootings, but, yeah, this is her. Is there anything I can't show on here? No, this whole site is fine, because none of the images loaded in. We got fan mail there, and yeah, this is puts the anal back in psychoanalysis. Got tarred and feathered here, which that's pretty good. Let me see. Yeah, I feel bad about this one. She sounds smart, but probs severely mentally ill. Yeah, I mean, and mentally ill is like, I don't know. It seems like it's her choice to be degraded in this way. That's just her fetish, I guess. I mean, you could definitely say that that's beyond the pale of like a reasonable thing to be attracted to is that, but I mean, I don't know. And she obviously wants to, she feels like, I guess she's not worth living in a house or something, so she's like in the woods because she's whatever. And so it's like, it is her choice. I mean, she seems to be somewhat lucid and cognizant. I don't know. Enough to the point where she can still analyze herself and talk about, like, kiss my ass, my biggest regret, better not think about it. A lot of stuff about autism and how she has autism. Another meds rap. Oh, we got a rap. That's good. Can it load in? It's not going to load in. That's a shame. Walter's kind offer to buy my meds. Declined. Porn star Faye. Fan mail. And my smarty pants replies. So people send her mail, right? And no, not coming in. Alright, that's a shame. Well, one of you finally found me. Faye pisses a reader off through the miracle of autism. 1 and 2. And yeah, there's fan mail, I guess. I mean, this lady definitely seems like somebody who was a lot more active in the early 2000s and the early 2010s. And now, in the fucking early 2020s, we're not really able anymore to see a lot of her stuff. We're relegated to Wayback Machine here, and a lot of this is just headlines. We can't even see what it links to. College and work. Faye gets fired up. I used to be a person. You laugh, but no, really. Faye, why are you so angry and dark? Yeah, this person seems very relatable, honestly. The smarty pants replies, this sort of like arrogant smugness. I mean, I'm all about that. And then the autism thing with like, social anxiety and yeah, I guess she decided that she just wants to be super degraded to a point that's like kind of insane and irresponsible, but I mean, that's up for us to say and her to do, I suppose. But that would be it for Faye Kane there. If we look here again at the list, we've got, yeah, Faye Kane. It's another one we can cross off. Maybe next time we'll do some Pixie Terry. I don't know that she really has. I mean, there's $5 from Sloth Thing. Pixie Terry has some weird history. I don't know that she really has a lot that I can actually look at, though. I mean, that, like, Cecil hasn't already covered. That isn't just, like, history of her doing stuff, which, as we've covered on this stream, I don't really care about, like, somebody getting trolled 40 years ago, Let's see, $2 from Milady Class. Who's Sarah Butts? That is another anti-Gamergate person who, I guess, got found out for... they talked a big game about being, super woke and understanding of, like, whatever, and everything that wasn't, that they didn't tolerate about, like, whatever. And then it turned out that they had posted a bunch of stuff about, like, fucking dogs and kids and just a lot of stuff like that. And so that became kind of a punching bag of the GG people back in the day. Her and like Dan Olson, that was a whole like segment of history, man. $10 from Milady Class. I once saw people who say the Internet Archive deserves to be taken offline because of the Keffels situation. This was the comment section of Bedhead Bernie and Cybershell's Netlore vid on the IA situation. Well, that's pretty fucking stupid, if people say that. Oh, the IA Internet Archive needs to be taken down because what? Because it hosts some things. Go fuck yourself. I don't even know. What do they even do in regards to the fucking Keffels situation? Like, God, we can't ever let anybody know that Keffels made an ass of herself on the internet. I'm like, no, we can't ever let anybody know that. That has to be buried forever. That can't let let's see. Let's balance it out here. All of the good that the Internet Archive does by existing and fucking being able to, like, you know, host a bunch of shit for people and for future generations versus Keffels was kind of a cunt to a lot of people, and we can't talk about that. We're not allowed to talk about that. Allegedly, by the way. I would never seek to talk about our Lord and Savior. But yeah, that's a really stupid opinion. No, I mean the main reason that people were upset about Internet Archive was, what was it? I mean, it was some new shit recently. I guess maybe that's what it was. That was like people threatening to take it down. But it was that guy, Chuck Wendig, who made this like terrible Star Wars book, really terrible Star Wars book, and he wanted to take the IA to war because like they're hosting books or whatever. Like, they're hosting books, that means they're not buying my books, and it's like, nobody's buying your books anyways because you're fucking garbage. But they're hosting, you know, lots of stuff that like people might not be able to get in other ways, and you know, it's a good neutral place to put a lot of content. There's a lot of various types of things on there that are important to have on there, so I sure hope the Internet Archive doesn't go anywhere, because it sure shouldn't. Let me see here. $2 from XKill568. I've created a claw-based AVGN parody. Well, that sounds like a shitload of fuck right there. I mean, you don't even need to make an AVGN parody of me. You just need to put me in front of some video games. Have me play some NES games for a bit, and just have me, like, you know, because people say I'm like DSP, and I'm not even going to argue that I whine. But a lot of that whining is me complaining about game design and how it's a bugged mechanic, goddammit. It's just a bugged mechanic. You wouldn't know if you didn't play it, goddammit. It's a shitload of fuck. But anyways, $20 from Piles. Thank you very much. $5 from, I read that one. Let me see. $2 from Some Dip. Google Metal Love Solid 3 Straight Anger. Alright. He got me there. But is that... I mean, is that even gonna be a thing that... Yeah? Okay. I mean... Straight anger around my neck. So this is... well, there's two links here. I guess I should probably start with this. This one's older. This is from SonicHits.com. Vivian G is the true creator of the Sonichu audiobooks and other Chris-related video, and cousin to Clyde Cash. She's also the owner of Hamsty the Hamster, a video posting plush hamster that has already managed to kill itself several times over. Chris's wonderful effects on the psyche. In addition to the audiobooks, Vivian is the creator of the story A Girl Who Brought Down the World, a story that answers the question, what would happen if Quickville became true? And, I mean, this was apparently posted in 2009, but we've got... Wait, what? This doesn't make any sense. This was apparently posted in 2009, but this is Metal Gear Solid 5 in this video. This is just Metal Gear Solid 5, the true and honest ending. Oh, is that why this came up? Because it's like an auto link from this, I guess? Is this a song? I think this is music, yeah. Well, this is the one I was linked to. Metal Love Solid 3, straight... Well, that's not... Okay, that's just not happening then. Hang on. Straight Anger. This is the other link. This is from 2012. Wait.
You dykes!
Ha!
Give me hate, cause I'm straight.
Ha! 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 Ha!
You homos.
Don't say that, Chris.
Love.
It's Pride Month.
Don't just stay straight. You pedophiles. You losers. You knuckleheads. You shitheads. Every last one of you. Go to hell. Hate me.
Huh.
Cause you're not straight. And you hate God.
Just realized my ha-haing was like syncing up with the music.
Straight anger. Dykes are void of any soul.
Okay, alright. That's enough Pride Month for today, god damn it. With your Chris Chan there. How dare you? And then we got $10 from a lady class. Keffels tried to get the Kiwi Farms taken off the Wayback Machine, and I assume people were mad that they took K off the site. Also, yeah, I heard about the book thing. I stand with IA on that. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a lot of people on Kiwi Farms who have threads that are kind of just like, this person sucks, so, you know, I don't like this person, so let's, you know, talk shit about them, I guess. But in a lot of cases, and in the case of Keffels, it's like, I don't know, they weren't saying anything that was like so terrible about her and that she couldn't have calmly refuted. And then she went insane, and it's like, well, I guess the shit just rolls downhill from there. But that's, you know, that's just one person's take on the situation. There certainly was a lot of name calling that maybe wasn't warranted, probably from both sides. But yeah, that'll do it for the stream. Thank you everybody for stopping by. We did some lists. We found some people. We scratched a few names off, and you know, this time we didn't wind up having to like fucking troll for like links for people. There was Faye Kane. We had to look for some stuff with her. But everybody else, I had come prepared with some stuff, you know, so we can scratch a few names off of the thing. We're getting down to it, you know. We've got like, who else is left? I mean, Pixie Terry maybe, ADF, you know, Peacock Feather. I did look at her DeadwingDork a little, but there's not really much going on with Peacock Feather at this point. A lot of her stuff is now lost media. Biker Fox is someone to look at. Chemo Alms, the leader of Anon Talk, which was an even creepier 4chan. If you thought 4chan was the internet hate machine, then Anon Talk was like, you know, kind of a little worse. Yeah, Life of a Great Mommy. We looked at Faye Kane. Kind of looked at Jordman. We did look at this lady with the dick in her mouth here, which is blurred out. I think we looked at her anyway. I mean, I have her blur. I have the other one, the other girl that's, you know, got cum on her face in this instance. It's blurred out. We looked at her. I think we tried looking at this girl too, and we just couldn't find anything. So it kind of blurred out. We need like a new. I kind of fucked up the list because it's like there's people on here where it's not so much that we've covered them, it's just that we've found everything there is to find, it feels like. Like, there's probably other stuff. There probably was funny sagas 10 years ago on some forum that's gone now, where nobody obviously thought to archive the funny memes of 2010. So yeah, you know, that's another dive at the list. We got Jennifer. I remember, I think I looked up Mew at one point here, but I don't know about that. Yeah, we still have Neggy Springfield to get to eventually. That'll be fun. But yeah, thank you everybody for stopping by. It's been a fun stream. It's been real, lads. I don't know if I'm gonna be live again today or tomorrow or whenever. Bane and I were thinking about streaming. I was gonna maybe turn this into a thing with Bane. I might stream later with him if Fuzo, if you're still around, I might do that. Might just put that off for another day. I don't know. I've been trying to focus on like editing videos and stuff. I might turn some of today's stuff that we looked at into, you know, a little, you know, 12-minute video or whatever. But yeah, we got the new TikTok. If you haven't seen it, I clipped the one of the recent TikTok Insanity streams, and that's over on the channel if you want to watch that. I'm gonna be clipping some more stuff like that. Going back into the archives. I think the next thing, I'm going to try to do the Karen stream that we just did. Well, maybe not, because I might just try doing another one of those, another public freakout stream. But you know, that one got age restricted, so it'd be better if I could figure out a way to not have it, you know, be age restricted. Yeah, no, I'm going through the archives. I'm finding stuff. Last month I did a ton of streams, but I like slacked on the videos. This month I'm gonna try to balance it a little bit more, where I'm doing, you know, a couple videos a week, maybe just some live clips. Again, I might do the on-camera rant video where the working title of which would be "Straight Man Yells at the LGBT Community" #Pride Month. But I don't know about that. We'll workshop that one. I don't know, maybe. I do need to do another on-camera rant type video though. I mean, that one that I did back in December was not like super popular in terms of views or whatever, but I had fun making it, and yeah, I like getting my fucking stupid opinions out there sometimes. But yeah, I will thank you all once again for watching the stream, this very penicular stream that we've done. We've scratched off like 3 or 4 or 5 names off the list, so very productive. Yeah, take it easy, folks. I'll be live sometime soon, probably at some point, but if not soon enough, then there will be a clip or something, or maybe just a whole new like edited video with like tons of actual effort. I don't know, but yeah, take it easy, folks. Penis.